Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Honored Ones podcast, the greatest podcast on earth. How we all doing tonight, today, this evening, whatever time of day it is for you guys?
How are y'all doing on this fine Sunday afternoon? Some good chapters, some great chapters even dropped today. Got a little bit of controversial content, specifically with JJK. Some fan bases fell, others rose. But I'm very excited to talk about what we got. What we got going on today. We even did our job. We read Vinland Saga, guys.
Yep, we actually did it.
I feel like we should get a round of applause because like we did what we said we were gonna do. And that's sometimes it's kind of difficult, chat. Sometimes it's kind of difficult.
Yep.
But yeah, we got Blue Luck, we got Sakamoto Days, we got Kagurabachi, JJK, and Vinland Saga. No My Hero this week, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I
But
don't see it.
got some good chapters to fill the MHA size hole in today's stream's heart. All right, so we'll be good.
Yeah,
We'll be
that
good. But
massive gaping chasm that
that's what I'm
MHA left,
saying,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, like this
I'm saying,
podcast, bro. How
bro.
are we gonna do it without
I mean,
MHA?
we're an MHA podcast primarily, so it's gonna be really, really, really tough, bro.
Yep.
It's gonna be really, real difficult, but we gonna have to push through
Yeah, this is
regardless.
what we've been training
Um,
for, bro. I hope the day would never come, but here we are.
Horikoshi, I mean, he needed rest, bro. You know us. He's our goat.
Yep.
So I'm excited that he got his rest. But yeah,
Bro, he's carried
yes,
us
sir,
through
yes,
what,
sir, yes,
just
sir.
under 120 episodes. I
That's
guess.
kind of what I'm saying,
Yep.
man. Like we really be nothing without Horikoshi, but I'm glad he's getting his rest, man. I'm
Bro,
glad he's getting his rest.
because like, bro, I know everybody's already gonna make the classic honored ones, My Hero Merchant jokes, right? Haha,
hmm
guys, nothing we haven't heard before. But
Exactly,
this is new grounds for us, right? So be sensitive.
exactly. Appreciate you, chat. But yeah. Anyways, initial bits aside, at least. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing good. And I guess instead of My Hero, because we usually use My Hero as like a little warm up, a little
Mhm.
jumping off point. I guess we'll just get into. I mean, and sorry, Chet. Apologies for introducing you guys to Peak so quickly. But we'll just jump into Kagurabachi and Sakamoto Days, two
Mhm.
great manga that Kreams decides he doesn't really feel like reading.
Oh my god.
So we'll just it's
Uh, just
we'll
just just
ease
just
you
talk,
into
bro.
Kreams
Just talk,
talking to you
bro.
guys, bro. We'll ease you in. We'll actually get you some normal people
Uh huh.
talking. But yeah. Anyways, Kagurabachi, I think, probably has had the most chill chapter from its manga in a couple of weeks. Honestly, no real controversy to be had, no characters dying or being beaten that we didn't already know. As you would expect, it's the start of an arc, right? Start of a new journey, start of a new little saga, if you will. But I think it's starting well, man. I think it's starting well. It's definitely like less exciting and bombastic than everything that we've been seeing before. But in order for those climactic battles to hit, I'm of the belief that we need to get, new characters introduced, new ideas circulating. And that takes a little bit of time. You guys know me. I say this like damn near every episode, damn near every stream, but I'm a big fan of build up. So Kagurabachi slowing down, pumping the brakes, I'm all here for it. We got this new character introduced. Bro's interested in samurai. He's interested in the concept, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Right now he looking a little lame. He looking a little weak. But I like that mentality, bro. He got heart. He got spirit, chat. He said the word samurai in admiration. I knew he's gonna be a real one. Put your stocks in this guy, man. I'm saying, bro. Put your stocks in him. I'm not saying he's gonna be strong, but he's gonna be a good character. I feel it, bro. I feel it in my bones. Um, but yeah, basically this chapter is just establishing the stakes now. Sojo was kind of like a pawn, a puppet, if you will, for a larger ploy, in auctioning off the legendary swords that we've been following for the entire series. So really, it's just setting the scene for us, setting the scene. We see Chiro doing his thing, cutting through enemies, getting information any way possible. And overall, I mean, I think it was a pretty good chapter. I won't say like I like this guy already. I think his name is Hakuri, of the Sazanami clan or whatever. I won't say I like him already, but he is. I will say Hokuzono has a way of like introducing like somewhat like goofy characters in a really endearing way. I feel the same way about Char upon introduction. While I definitely like her a lot more now, even when she first showed up, I felt like she was somewhat likable, or at the bare minimum amusing. I think that's kind of the bare minimum you can ask for a mangaka, or especially a new one, and a new series introducing characters and it being like at the bare minimum engaging. I want to see more from him. So that's good. I'm already pretty excited. The character that we saw last time, I can't remember their name, I think, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The one who can apparently go up against a legendary blade, 1v1 type shit, the strongest, if you will. We're not seeing them, but to me, holding off on that character for a little bit, reintroducing them in maybe a little bit more of a dramatic sense. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Kagurabachi, and I'm here for it. Good, a calm little 7 out of 10. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy, but still a solid chapter. Still did what it needed to do. Was still really interesting. Now it's time to jump into Sakamoto days and Kreams. I don't know if you want to cover your ears, bro. I don't know if you want to, I don't know if you want to run away, but like, minor Sakamoto days spoilers, all right? Minor Sakamoto Day spoilers. I don't know how I can. I'll text you when I'm ready for you to come back, bro.
Just go on, bro.
I'm just saying. I don't know if you're ever reading Sakamoto Days, and I'm being serious. Like, if you do, maybe you'd want to keep the surprise, but whatever, right? This chapter just confirmed I'm a goddamn genius. Not many of y'all, but I did see a couple of y'all, a couple of chatters here and there. Couple of chatters here and there saying, Nagumo's cooked. He's fried, finished even, right? You thought we put our stocks, our faith, our belief in a fraud, and that just ain't happened. I've been a Nagumo truther since day one, and god damn it, I was right. I was right, chat. He pulled the old switcheroo. We see Nagumo disguised as Gaku walking around with Uzuki, walking around with Slur, doing his thing. Obviously we see like Sakamoto and Shin and even Kashima trying to revive who they think is Nagumo, only to realize, oh shit, chat. Oh shit, that ain't really Nagumo. That's a disguise. That's Gaku dressed up. And then we end the chapter off with Nagumo, my goat, my glorious king, stabbing Uzuki in the back, using deception as a tool to kill. And you love to fucking see it, chat. This is exactly what I had in mind. And Suzuki, he sensed it, bro. He sensed the pass from me and bodied the fuck out of that, bro. Great chapter, very exciting. I think paired, like, if you were someone that maybe wasn't caught up and you were like read these past 2 weeks chapters, it's a great 1-2 punch, bro. It's an amazing 1-2 punch of a little sequence. And it makes so much sense because Nagumo's been built up as this guy who just, he be disguising himself. He be deceiving, bro. He even said it against Gaku, deception's the way to go. Deception is the way to kill type shit. So I love this chapter. I absolutely loved it. Confirmed all of my suspicions, confirmed that, I knew who my goat was. So I'm locked in. I'm happy to see it. And Nagumo goat. Gaku fans, unfortunately, I don't even hate y'all for real. I don't hate Gaku. Gaku really a cool dude, but he matched up against a cooler one. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm gonna be real. Gaku fans low key in the mud right now, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Jaden 3011, thank you for the 5. Luckily just got on. BR, the Yuta stocks are so high, domain but so low. He got the ring on. He does have the ring on, but I don't know if I think Rika's fully manifested. We'll talk about that because like I am a Yuta truther, but I'm also a realist. So like I believe in Yuta, but I'm also scared, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's just one of them, bro. It's one of them. You know what I mean? I get it. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I believe, but my belief is I'm just sitting in the background. You know what I mean? I'm just watching. Got my binoculars on. I'm praying for you to success, hoping for you to success, needing that victory for real. But yeah, we'll talk about Yuta Gotsu a little bit later in the stream. But yeah, Nagumo, go. Both 2 characters that I really fuck with, Nagumo and Yuta winning, absolutely just fucking dominating, doing their thing. And you love to see it, chat. You love to see it. You really just do. You really just do. Sakamoto days, I'm gonna give this a smooth 9 out of 10. I'm gonna give this a smooth 9 out of 10. This is a really, 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 really good chapter. Had a great payoff from last one too. So I'm locked in. Suzuki, you go for real.
Happy for you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you. This Nagumo guy sound like he's Sneak Nation certified. That's the thing, bro. He an assassin. He gotta be. Bro. Him and Toji, they actually went to the same school. They actually did, bro. They went to the same trade school, bro. They got their sneak certification at the same time. Just fun little fact in case y'all weren't aware. Just just a little tidbit, just a little bit of random information for you. But yeah, Gaku isn't done for. I mean, I didn't say he was dead. He just got cooked. Like, here's the thing, bro. I don't want Gaku to die. Gaku's a cool character, but right, let's not be dumb. Gaku lost the fight, which is what everybody was talking about, right? Gaku was just revived in the chapter that we saw. Like, bro, I can, despite maybe popular belief, I can read for real. You know what I mean? So I don't think Gaku's dead. I don't want Gaku to be dead. Unlike a certain character we'll be talking about in a few minutes. But it is what it is. He got beat, bro. He got worked. I mean, he did his best, bro. He really gave it an honest college try. But Nagumo's he's just built slightly different. He's just uniquely altered from the rest of from the rest of them, bro. That's all it is. But Sakamoto Days, great chapter. Great series. You should definitely read it. This is your weekly reminder. If you are not reading Sakamoto Days and Kagurabachi, I'm just curious why you're depriving yourself of joy. You know what I mean? Like, if you just don't want to be happy, do your thing. But if you like happiness, if you like enjoyment, if you like peak, I mean, maybe just tap into the manga. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, good chapter. And, unfortunately, guys, it's time for Kreams to be able to speak again.
Anyway, let's get into Blue Lock, because I read it while you were doing all that. Solid chapter all around. You really love to see both these teams just trying to quote Blue Lock here, devour each other. It is just so fucking cool how many people now have metavision. Like, because before it was like this like very built up thing, and it was this major like playmaker type of thing where it was like, oh my god, this guy has metavision, this shit just got harder. And now it's like, bro, he's got metavision, you've got metavision, and it's just I think some people might not like this because it's like everybody has metavision. I actually prefer this everybody has metavision thing, just because I feel like once you try to play at that professional level, like the novelty of, oh yeah, I can see the entire field or whatever, it wears a little thin. So it is nice to see the difficulty increasing in that way. I'm just a fan of that thing equalizing. And now to see Isagi try to read Rin, Shido, and PXG's entire fucking formation, stop Charles from getting the ball. Also, Kaiser trying to like redeem himself, Kunigami trying to sneak in. It's just like a damn, bro. Like, the barrier to entry for scoring a goal this game is sky high so far. Like, the ball is just stuck to the middle of the field.
Hey, bro, listen, I gotta give Rin props, and I say this almost as if I was a Rin hater. I'm not a Rin hater. Rin's cool as shit. He just happened to be going up against Esau Go, so I know where my loyalties lie. But stopping Kaiser impact mid shot is fucking crazy. Because that's just canonically the fastest shot in the world, bro. And Rin just said, not gonna work.
Lukewarm. Give me those. Lukewarm.
Give me those. Yeah, bro. Fucking he cocked the leg back, shot it, and said, no, lukewarm, Blue Rose. Oh yeah. Rin talking down to Kaiser. I need that. Yep.
The crazy thing is, bro, everybody's talking down to Kaiser this chapter, but like he just brushes it off. Rin does it while stopping the Kaiser impact. I know Kaiser is like tilted. I know he's fucking tilted, bro.
Because that's his bro said, if I can destroy that precious shot of yours, you're cooked. You're nothing. And listen, is he wrong? Listen, bro, Isagi got metavision. A lot of people got metavision. Mm-hmm. Your thing is being able to pair metavision with that Kaiser impact. But Rin shut down that Kaiser impact. You might be cooked, fella. You might be cooked. It might be over for you. Maybe you're washed, Kaiser. Now, Tester, if you're watching this, bro, couldn't be Esau Go. That's all I'm saying, bro. Couldn't be Esau Go. But nah, that shit was crazy. Mm-hmm. I was expecting, obviously, a goal scored this early, impossible. Yeah. But stopping Kaiser impact on the actual shot attempt is like, with how much it's built up, is so insane.
It got like the text box. Like this was damn near a double spread, and fucking Rin stopped. It was so fucking funny.
Kaiser impact point. Like bro did the full swing. He didn't like stop him from doing the shooting motion. He completed it. He just was too slow. Yeah. Damn, bro. Damn. Yes, sir. Yeah, Ren, that was clutch, bro.
bro.
Isagi's like, hey, wait a minute, brother.
Bro, even
That shit's really fast. How'd you do that?
bro,
How'd you do that?
God, I love to see everybody leveling up from where they originally were in Blue Lock. Like, what's that guy with the glasses? His name? You know, the guy who's like super
Zentetsu.
Zentetsu, right? Even he was like pressing a lot of them. Like, it was
Dude,
just like,
yeah.
I was like,
dude,
damn,
Nanase
bro.
glowing up so fucking like, dude, you probably don't even remember Nanase. He was in the third selection with Hiyori and Isagi. They're a unique little trio for a couple of chapters. Nanase being aggressive here, bro. Like I feel like I'm watching like a younger cousin, like kind of come into their own, bro. I'm like, you're not one of my goats, but you are nice. So seeing you be able to survive, bro, like I'm happy for you, bro. Carve out your little space in this team, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes sir. You love to see it, man. You love to see it.
Bro, Tokumitsu just fucking looking scared as always,
Yeah,
while
yeah.
like having that like fire
But
aura.
but listen, bro, scared. Yeah, bro, scared, but he's scared but active.
He's
Scared
active.
but active. And you love to see it, man. You love to see it, man.
So bro, I'm just loving the evolution of this game. Like, you really feel like this is everybody just fucking going ballistic skill wise. I wonder which is gonna break first, really, as far as tension is concerned, because like the funniest thing that could happen this game is that they're so even. It's a 0-0 tie.
Bro, the game just doesn't stop until it's 3-3 until someone scores 3 points, bro. It's not even like a 90-minute thing. It's just three. It's first to 3 points, bro.
Oh, they're gonna be here all day, bro. Like, it's gonna be. You know what? It's gonna be a battle of attrition. Like they are so stun locked right now. It's almost beautiful, right? Like the harmony
with Tokumitsu on the field, it could be possible for sure.
Yeah, because like, bro, it's so pretty. The fucking back and forth they've been doing. Like it just like it's like a fucking symphony of tactics
Of
and
striking.
yeah.
Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir.
So
And listen, and I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna be real. Now that Rin has the ball, I'm curious to see how Shido gets active, bro. Is he gonna look for a pass, or are you about to just body slam this motherfucker and try to get the ball, bro?
Yep.
Because that's the gamble. The reason they were playing separately, despite how good they are, is because they can't really play together. Same way Kaiser and Isagi can't. So I'm very curious to see, like, are they gonna start butting heads now, like just off rip? Is Shido gonna? I'm just gonna say Shido gonna be more passive. I don't. The thing that's weird is like I can't see Shido or Rin like coughing up the ball, so I'm just like,
you know what it might be?
at least not to the other person. I don't know, man.
It might be that Loki took some inspiration from Bastard Munchen with Kaiser and
I mean, he 100% did. He says he did. Yeah. He's like, yeah, no, bro. Y'all pitting y'all two's entire team chemistry against each other. Let's try that.
Yeah, let's try it. Like why not, right? So I definitely think this is one of those. They couldn't cooperate in the traditional sense. Loki saw, oh wait, you got these two psychopaths trying to do their own version of soccer on the same team. Let's just see what happens when we double that. You know, like.
Yep. I'm just curious to see, because like Kaiser and Isagi, they're trying to outsee each other, right? They have very similar skill sets, but Shido and Rin play vastly differently. So I'm kind of curious to see how like characters with a similar attitude as Kaiser and Isagi, but different kits play. You know what I mean? Rin's much more calculated. Rin's much more like a little bit put together. Shido's just kind of like blowing up all over the field. Like, hey, bro, what if I hit this like behind the back heel, upside down, fucking nutmeg shot, bro? Wouldn't that be crazy? So I'm curious to see how they kind of clash against one another. But I'll be keeping an eye out for sure. But yeah, great Blue Luck chapter. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10, bro.
Same here.
Yeah, this was amazing. This was amazing. Let me run through this real quick. Tony Swar, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Honored Ones After Dark Club. Appreciate you being here, man.
Yep. Actually, small note on that. Thanks to everybody who came out to the first Elden Ring stream on Thursday. It was
very fun.
It was super fun. It was really amazing. Sorry I got so heated. And
apologies for future getting heated, bro. You might as well just put that out there.
Yeah. Let me just lock that in right now, actually. So kind of an outstanding apology for later. If y'all are locked into those streams, you know how fun they are without Elden Ring. Now they're even better. We will see you guys.
Oh, y'all aren't ready, bro. Listen, I'm making a promise, bro. Margit's getting cooked quick.
Yeah.
Margit's getting cooked quick. I promise you, this next stream ain't about to be a beating Margit stream. No, we're moving Margit out of the way, because listen,
and then we're pushing through, bro.
I'm gonna be real. You look, to me personally, you looking like a little bit of a mini boss. Like You look at, can I be real? Like, yo, man, you killed me once. Sorry, let me get real. You know, let me sit up in my chair real quick, cook you, and
Mm-hmm.
then I can get back to leaning back. You know what I
Bro.
mean? But listen, Margaret, we got your number. We got your number, man.
Yep.
Appreciate you though. Appreciate you for the strength. I grew because of you, so thank you. And for everybody that's been part of the Elden Ring streams, or if you remember, y'all know what we're talking about. Y'all know what we're talking about. But yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of memberships, I guess we can get into the book club with
Yes.
Vinland Saga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wait. Let's finish off these super chats real quick.
But
N3D. Thank you for the 5. They thought someone was who was stat padding off of killing unpaid interns was taking down the goat Nagumo. Also, Elden Ring again Thursday. Yeah,
yep,
Elden Ring again Thursday, bro. And that
yep.
first half is for you.
Yeah. Listen, bro, I'm not gonna call Gaku a stat pattern because that's crazy. But if you were to ask yourself the question, who is he beat that's real as hell? I would just throw my hands up and be, you know what, bro? That's for Gaku fans to figure out, bro. Like I ain't gonna add to the slander, but shit, if I can't combat it, I can't combat it. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. But yeah, let's see. King KT, thank you for the 5. It was also confirmed that Nagumo, my goat, is top 2 in the order. Assuming Takamura is number 1, that's pretty crazy. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of what I'm saying, bro. Naguma he look a little strong. He look a little strong for real. But hey, man, let me just be real. Let me just be real.
Red Shadow, thank you for becoming a member. We'll see you Thursday. Jaden 2011, thank you for the 5. Also, how are we feeling about JJK leaker culture dying recently? All the leakers, sources getting arrested and Scanpedia deactivating. You know, I actually did want to talk about this. So thank you for giving me a good jumping off point. I assume you've seen it as well.
Yeah.
How we feeling, bro?
Leaks down, I'm up, bro. Leaks down, I'm up, bro.
Yep. Look,
leaks down, I'm up, bro.
listen, guys, listen. You know, leak culture is how we say. Why am I trying to be nice about this? Hey, bro, leaks down, we up. like, why am I trying to be nice about this? Look, leak culture has. It's like getting your fix earlier in the week or whatever. But fuck, bro, something so obnoxious about like the leaks for, like, as a fan, just getting the entire chapter like over and out with in like 3 days in the middle of the week before even the scans were up on Fridays. It's like, it's a little much. And lately they've been getting out of hand, right? I think as of last month they're getting translated like damn near same day as the leaks getting like dropped. The leaks getting dropped. Fuck me. The like the scans getting like leaked everywhere, like the photos from Japan. And I just think, damn, we're losing only 1 day. It feels like a bit much. All right, is that a crazy take? It feels like the leak culture was getting out of hand. You know what, BR? You're pro leaker, right? You wanna tell me if I'm wrong?
I mean, I'm not even gonna like entertain the idea of being pro leaker, but I will say that I will say that, like, listen, bro, I'm gonna put this out there. I don't give a fuck about people going to prison over leaks. That is like a very funny concept, but get bodied, I guess. I don't know. But all I care about is, listen, man. I'm not even opposed to scans being fully transitive, like what TCB did, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
man, I can look the other way. I can turn the other cheek, type shit. But the only thing I dislike about leaks, like, listen, bro. Here's the thing: if I don't get spoiled, if people that aren't trying to get spoiled by, you know, content that is literally stolen before it officially comes out, like, if people that wanted to consume leaks were capable of never spoiling anybody, trust me, you would not hear one complaint, bro. The only reason I care
Oh
about
my
leaks
god, bro,
is because they affect me and other people that don't want to read them, bro.
Can I just say on the topic of spoilers real quick for these fucking leaks, they're not even like just tweets anymore, right? Now they're just like fan art of a chapter that isn't out yet, bro. I've seen animations before the official chapters drop. Like, what the fuck, guys? Like, how are there already 3,000 edits and like 20 memes and TikToks from a chapter that isn't out yet? Like, it's one thing, you know, to mute the words or whatever on Twitter and just try to like keep your head down. It's another thing to just like, there's this one guy on TikTok, right? I forgot his name, but like he just started going in on the chapter, like damn near page by page, just while the fucking scans were like, I'm talking like the scans dropped, he posted the TikTok within the hour, type shit. I'm just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, bro?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, bro. That's kind of where I'm at. Like like I really don't care. Like leaks as a fucking like moral battle of like I'm not really interested in that personally. Like cool, but I have to see it. I know people that like I like their opinions on JJK have to see it. Like, bro, I just think it's this, right? It is kind of absurd that for a very long time, if you want to read JJK and like through officials only, right? Or at least officials first, you simply can't exist really on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok from Wednesday to Sunday. Call me crazy. I just think that's a little insane, right? And I've seen people compare like leaks to just like manga spoilers in general, which is like one, I'll be real. I think more people have been spoiled by leaks of manga chapters than like actual manga chapters that have been out. But you know, maybe I'm crazy. And two, one of those things is stolen and put out quicker. The other is just like official material that you kind of gotta just hold, right? But even like generally speaking, I would probably say like as a manga reader, I would probably say JJK fans in general have a little bit crazy, a lot less respect for like people that want to be anime only than your average anime and manga community, if I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't think there's a person that really frequents the internet that does not know, spoiler alert, that Gojo's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think there's anybody that's if they've watched season 1, if they've watched season 2, if you're vaguely interested in watching season 1, right? And it's like, hey man, that's sometimes the case, but like I'll say this, bro, I could get into a lot of series that were over without being spoiled. Like I feel like you could get into Dragon Ball right now and be like, you can maybe know some shit, right? But you're not gonna know. I feel like you wouldn't like you can not read JJK but have a very vague understanding of what's going on a week to week basis, and that's a little crazy to me. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. You know what I mean? It's a little unfortunate. But yeah, that's my take. I don't know. If I get to exist on the internet, bro, from the days of Wednesday to Sunday, W
W indeed.
W.
Uh,
But yeah.
I did see some people say like it was getting arrested was too much. I I don't even I don't know what to say about that. I weren't they like store owners that were like distributing it like that? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. I'll say this: uh, uh, arresting is not crazy, like it's the law or whatever. But I've never been a person that's like, oh, it's right, it's right to arrest this person because it's the law. There are a lot of dumb laws, right? Now, am I saying would I ever leak a chapter? Right? No, because I'm scared, bro. I'm scared that that shit's gonna happen to me, bro. I'm not about to get a RICO charge for leaking fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. That's insane, right? If you're asking me, hey, would you mandate that this person be arrested? Probably fucking not. I'm gonna be real. Is
Mm.
it that deep at the end of the day? Fuck no.
Yeah, just
But
like
like, and
don't.
like I said, I'm not an advocate for people getting arrested for it. It just so happens to be the case that they are, bro.
Mm.
I didn't call the cops. I didn't call the Buster call, bro. I didn't organize this shit, bro. I didn't put together the RICO case. I just so happened to be benefiting from the fact
Mm.
that niggas ain't doing it no more. Like,
Yeah.
how am I the bad guy? How
Yeah.
am I the bad guy? I'm just sitting back, crossing my legs, saying, guess I'll be reading on Sunday again. You know what I mean?
Just
I don't
you
know.
know,
I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know
grin
what
on
to
your
say.
face. Yeah, yeah, no, totally. You know what's crazy? I'm in the exact same boat. I will say, I think arresting is a bit much. I think just don't give them the thing anymore, right? Just like don't ship them the physical manga
Yeah,
anymore.
bro.
I just
Like,
I feel like that's easier, right?
I
Just
I feel like not only is that easier, that might be worse, bro. No,
yeah.
shipping a store owner that sells like anime or manga, not JJK. Oh, you might be. Yeah, you're cooked, buddy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you might as well get out the cup and the cardboard sign now. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
real, bro.
Cause
It's over
like
for you.
yeah, cause like I think doing this crackdown is a little much, especially because like, hey man, hey man, it's it's okay to just not want it, it's for sale, people
It's
out
crazy.
there. People out there are just like everybody's got a price. Maybe some store owners got similar offers, but they had higher asking prices. I'll tell you this though. If I'm competition, right? I see these guys get arrested, but I didn't get arrested. Guess what, bro? Some motherfuckers over here are gonna have to pay top dollar to get more leaks out of me.
Yeah, see, you're insane, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Leaking after seeing that shit is like top tier helmet wearer behavior. Can I be honest?
Helmet wear.
Yeah, bro. Like to be safe indoors, bro. You
Nah,
need a helmet.
I understood. It's
I don't.
just like I wanted to sit with that one for a sec. I don't know. I don't mean like I would personally, but I just feel like for example, who's that guy? Mia, like the big JJK leaker.
Yeah.
I think Liv told me he was like, oh, the leaks will be delayed by 1 day moving forward or something, and it's just like, okay, so clearly like somebody's still giving it to him. Like he clearly still has a source. So
Hey man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But you know, if leaks are down, then I'm up, bro. That's all it is. That's all I hear. Leaks down, I'm up, bro. That's it. But let's run through these real quick before we get to Vinland Saga. Google, thank you for the 5. Y'all should really have read Soul Eater before this chapter. Would have made Yuta's domain feel all the more cooler. I heard it was more of a Fate reference, but you know, I'll let you convince me. Maybe help me understand what I was missing. M3D, thank you for the 2. BR really said nah, I'd win. W. Let's see. Just some nerd thing with the 5. Oh, speaking of fan animation, check out Kashimo vs. Suguna by red haired guy. He cooked. I'm waiting for part 2, bro. I already saw part 1.
I did not see it.
You know I was tapped in, bro. You know I was tapped in. Somebody got to make sure Kashimo at least looked cool. Come on, bro. Trust me, I'm tapped in.
Hold on. Let me look at this.
Yeah, you do your thing, bro. Jan 3011, thank you for the 5. Also, we got confirmed Kenny Death this chap making his last fight, Kenjaku versus Takuba. The funny always win. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Later.
I'll give you a sneak peek. No, I won't. Yeah, I won't. I decided, you know what? Nah, bro. I don't want to give y'all a sneak peek. No spoilers type shit, bro. Leaks down, I'm up.
Did you read that Soul Eater one from Google Meet?
I did, yeah. Johnny Star.
Jonathan Starr.
Up,
congrats on 10K, bro.
Yeah, first of all, congrats on 10K. Congrats on 10K, bro. You deserve that shit for real. But thank you for the 5 as well, man. The real issue I have with most leakers is they're just doing it for clout coins. It boosts their presence, not for the community.
Bro, you remember that leaker Civil War a couple months back?
Bro, don't ever ask me a question like that again, bro. Leaker Civil War. I probably mentioned it in the time it happened, bro. I promise you.
It's too corny. It's too you're having the right reaction, bro. Like it is simply not that serious, bro. Like it's just I just feel like they gotta calm down. They were doing way too much.
Nah, bro, this leak shit gets serious. Be ready to die about it.
God.
But yeah. 11.5K now. God damn.
Let's
Johnny on his fucking come up, bro.
Nice.
W.
Yes, sir.
W.
Proud of you, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. But anyways. That being Kenjaku's aim's really lame. Hey, bro, we'll talk about it. But yeah, I guess done with super chats. Now it's time to get into Vinland Saga. And can I say something, chat? Can I say something without being judged? I get it, bro. I get it. I don't get it yet fully because I'm not even nearly that far into the manga, but I get it, bro. I get why I get why people feel the way they do about Vinland Saga, bro.
It's so fucking good, bro. Like
I'm looking at it and I'm seeing the future, bro. I'm seeing the way Thorfinn's like I'm seeing the strength, I'm seeing the true warrior, I'm seeing the priest talk about love and shit. I'm like, "Oh, I get it, bro. I get where you're going with this, bro. This shit going to be hard."
Dude, it's so fucking good. Like all the characters are really just like I think more than anything, right? Fuck, what's the manga's name? I feel like such an asshole for not remembering off the dome, but like, bro, he is just cooking with the world building and tone. Like,
yeah,
I feel like I'm in this era, right? Like on some, damn, bro, it sucks living in this period of time. And I'm just like, wait, no, I live in the future. Oh, whew, I wiped a bead of sweat off my face. I was like, bro, at the end of volume 2, right? You know how like they're like, oh man, you know, it's winter is here, and you know my men will not survive the journey, like north or whatever, and they have to like just essentially just pillage a town for the night.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I was sick to my stomach, like that, and the scene with Thorfinn waking up.
Yeah. Yeah. bro, his dream,
Mm-hmm.
dude, the old woman that helped him, and he tried to tell him to run.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Fucking
and
her
dude, you know what I
crying.
think?
Oh
You know what
fuck,
I think,
bro.
bro?
Mm.
It's the fact that like the thing that makes it more sad is like I don't think Thorfinn realized that she was crying for him.
Yeah.
She wasn't crying because like it's like the way she's talking, she understands that a 10-year-old don't just become a merc
Yep.
for no
A
reason, bro.
pirate for no
Or
reason,
or like
bro.
a kid, bro, a child. A child don't just yeah, no, bro, I just kill people type shit. Like, no, bro. There's a reason for that. And I feel like, at least my interpretation, right? Obviously, not too happy about her home being pillaged, but like that's a kid, bro. That's a child. And he just be killing people. And it's like that's just his life, all for revenge, bro. Oh, I'm locked in. Like the killing shit's badass, but like I think I'm really locked in for like mindful Thorfinn. I'm really locked
Yeah.
in for like
I
this
have no
motherfucker
enemies.
getting it,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Because right now I'm seeing him and I'm just like, this ain't for you. This,
This,
look,
this life ain't for
this
you,
isn't for
bro.
you, bro.
This life ain't for you, man. This
Mm-hmm.
not how you supposed to be living. Thors
Because
wouldn't want that, bro.
literally, because I like, bro, his dream was like, hey, man, you're not. It's okay, bro. You're not a warrior. Enjoy the fields. Enjoy the abundant, soil farm, bro. Just get out of this shit.
I'll take it a step further, bro. You can be a true warrior, but that right now that's not it, bro.
Yep.
Why you killing people?
Mm-hmm.
That's not warrior like, bro.
It just like,
Oh,
hey, bro,
I'm locked in, man.
your shoulder is broken in 1000 AD. This, it might be time to call it quits, bro.
Dude, I will say Thorfinn being like, oh, hey, or actually being like, hey, bro, keep up with the march of your cook. Thorfinn's like, just pops that shit.
Mhm.
That's where I'm conflicted, bro, because I'm like,
That's cool.
damn, you being a badass is cool, but like also once again,
Not good for you, bro.
it's not the life for you,
Because
man.
okay,
Like,
look, bro. Because okay, he'll have moments like that are like meatheady cool, but in the same breath, right? He's waking up after this massive fight with the fucking Goliath from the Bible.
yeah,
And
Thorkel, bro, Thorkel is so
yo,
cool.
he's so fucking cool. And then he'll see like his own crew, right? Like the Askeladd's group, like doing what they were doing, because in extremely monetizable language, I'm trying to keep it here. Hey, bro, like Thorfinn,
Vikings for being Vikings.
yeah,
bro.
right. Like that's what I mean. Like it's just like, hey, man, just kill Askeladd and like get the fuck out of here. Like don't follow up with like more Viking stuff. After that one, wash your hands of this shit. Get a farm.
Bro. I just look at him and I'm just like, I think I just look like, what the fuck? Just okay, sorry. I just got shot at by a giant crossbow. I just look at him and I'm just like, bro, you poor kid.
Mm-hmm.
You're a child, man.
Yeah, he's like what, 14 or something?
I mean, they say he's as old as Canute, and Canute is like 17. But I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm kind of with that mom on that one. This motherfucker don't look 17.
Yeah, he does not.
Looks real small, bro.
Yeah,
Like
it's crazy because Thor's was like enormous.
Thor's is fucking massive, bro. Bro was, I mean, that you can tell he was
Bro,
a warrior,
dude,
born and bred type
Bro,
shit.
I just
like,
want to say shout out to Thor. Anybody that gets his namesake is fucking cold in this series. Fuck, bro.
even his daughter's cold as shit. Bro.
Yeah, like
daughter's
damn.
daughter's like, let me harpoon a whale. Let me carry. I'm like, hey, yo, which was a really sad bonus chapter, by the way. Of like keeping yourself busy to keep off the grief. It's like, not only do I get that, that's just really sad. That's like, it makes it doubly sad. I'm like, dude, Thorfinn's fucking alive, and he's
I mean, he might as well be dead to them, right? Because he's not there, and he's not gonna be there for a while.
Thorfinn.
Yeah. So it is just fucking depressing. I think it makes me wonder, right? Because I guess I don't know if you count this as spoilers, right? But I know a lot of people like season 2 had some backlash, or you know what? We're not watching the anime, but like you know what I mean.
Boring.
Season 2, yeah,
it was boring.
And I'm just like, bro, this is y'all should be happy for this
guy.
That's
what it's always been, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I'm reading this, I'm like, how do y'all want him to go back to this? Oh my,
yeah,
bro, I'm convinced.
I get it. I get it because it's raw, right?
Right.
Raw. Oh my god, bro.
You'd have to.
It's like that.
Loki, you'd have to hate Thorfinn, bro. You'd have to hate Thorfinn to want him to go back to this.
You have to hate Thorfinn or not get it. And I just think a lot of people are just in that not get it camp. And I don't want to sound pretentious, but I think it's like I think the story is showing you that like everybody that does this shit, like, dude, they're over here asking the priest, like, hey, bro, what is love?
Love. What is
If
love,
not
bro?
like,
What the fuck? No wonder. Jesus Christ, bro. They were like, so he's like, what is this thing you described? Like, what does it taste like? I'm just like, y'all can't be serious. Y'all can't
is
be
it
fucking
silver?
serious.
Is it gold? Is it women? And it's like, dude, that's such a sad existence.
Hey,
That like he's saying it to them and like, oh my god, bro, you're just talking about shit. You're talking out of your ass. You're
yep,
trying to be like fake deep, and
yep,
it's like,
yeah.
dude.
I'm just like, because you know what it is, bro. It was like, first of all, great world building for the Vikings, or whatever. I was like,
Mhm.
hey man, no wonder the Norse pantheon is the way it is. Like, they,
Yeah, bro. I mean, the Norse pantheon informs the characters.
yeah, like it's actually so crazy because they're like, fuck, bro, we can't die in a wildfire. Like, we'll never see
Yeah,
Valhalla that way.
Valhalla, bro. It's like, hey, bro, somebody stab me in the back, bro. Somebody kill me right now. Somebody fight me. I need battle.
Bro. Like, not for me. You know, I'm a politely decline. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in the context of only Vinland Saga for right now. I think the Christians got this one, bro. I think Ragnarok and you know the Valkyries looking for me is not what I want. I don't know if that's the reward I want personally.
That book it. Kreams 2024. I think the Christians got this one. Apply that in any context you want. Thank you.
God.
Yeah, bro, that's funny as shit. But yeah, Vinland Saga very good. We're only 2 volumes in, by the way. But the thing we ended off volume 2 on is that girl like walking to the stone, being like, "Shit, dude, I was like, I feel like a sinner because like in the same because she stole that ring, right? And she's like, I was even kind of like my heart was racing when they pillaged my like, dude, I'm like,
damn,
I'm like, God, I'm like, what the fuck? Where are we? What? Okay, man. All right, I'm following.
God,
I'm following.
bro, that close up of the axe when he's like, "Oh, you know, will save you guys by relieving you from this mortal coil or some shit." I'm just like,
Yeah, you
oh
won't have to worry about
God.
a winter. You won't have to worry about winter, and they're like, "Oh, dead ass? Yeah, not this winter, not next winter, no winter ever again."
Yeah,
Hey, man.
yeah, like I do like that we're not ingratiated to the Vikings, right? Like they're not the good guys for us, right? They're sort of just where Thorfinn is at this point in his life, and I do appreciate that again the manga isn't pulling any punches with that.
Although to be fair, I'm kind of of the perspective that we don't there are no good guys in the story as of right now.
Oh, there are
no
yeah
good
there are
there are
none.
no yeah, there are no good people, and you know, to quote Thorfinn, I imagine there are also
By the way,
enemies, but I
yeah,
don't really but like
I just want
I'm
to
very interested in seeing how that gets interpreted because I'm like because I'm kind of with Thorfinn in the sense that I'm like there are enemies
everywhere.
all around
Yes,
me.
everybody is
There's
an enemy,
enemies.
bro.
There's enemies all over the place.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, they are, but
Yeah.
they're all enemies with each other, bro. Like it's so crazy because like some of these guys are just battle hungry on both sides. Like it's just for the thrill of it. Like what's his name? Thorkill, right? Yeah,
Thorkill.
bro.
One of the
He's just
you know what's
bro,
interesting?
that's such an insane reason to switch up. By the way, that's so
Yeah.
fucking insane,
Bro, I just needed a W battle, bro.
bro. This is gonna sound crazy, but it's like if Kenpachi joined like the Quincy because he was like, nah, bro, we're too strong. Yeah, I gotta even the odds by fighting with them. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking
Yeah,
nuts. That's
that is insane,
fucking
bro.
crazy.
Very insane. Very insane.
What were you saying? I think I cut you off. My bad.
Oh, I would say I was probably gonna say the Soul Society's coach, bro. Do not do that, Kenpachi. Dead ass, bro. That's not funny.
Bro,
yeah.
I just love that these guys are technically just sort of normal, like air quotes, normal humans. But Thorfinn is like, yeah, one blow from this guy will kill me. I was just like, damn.
Yeah, bro. Motherfucker was chucking logs.
Yeah, I'm just
that would break boats in half, bro. Yeah.
Bro, like this is so wild. What'd you think of Askeladd's speech about like mankind growing old? Oh, that shit was cool. It was sweet.
Dude, sweet is interesting. Sweet is very interesting.
Sweet, okay.
To me, it sounded bitter. It sounded very, very like
bittersweet. Look at us, the duality of man, bro. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I don't know. It gave me the vibes of like there. It was almost like a vindictive way to describe people, and then he uses that as a justification to like make a gamble, right?
Mm.
it's like it could be interpreted that way if if I don't know if he himself framed it that way, but I definitely got the vibes of someone who was like not lamenting, but using that as an excuse for their ambition,
Mm,
right?
yeah,
Like
because
this is
it's our
yeah,
duty
this
to
is
end the
manifest destiny type shit. Is the way I
exactly.
kind of perceived it.
Because what did he say? The fucking Saxons ended the Romans, and it's
Yep.
our turn to end the Saxons or something. Like it was his
Yep.
divine right to do so. It was just funny because like the drama of the speech was conveyed really well, but
Mhm.
to me it was sweet in the context of Thorfinn because I'm like, yeah, I mean, Askeladd is right, bro. Like you'll get stronger, he'll get weaker. Like you got this kind of thing. Like keep pushing on. Like you'll just eventually win. And when Askeladd kind of like has the same sentiments, it's like I don't know. It gives some perspective to Thorfinn's personal struggle, which I appreciate. As far as like the grander Vinland saga, the smaller Vinland saga story goes with specifically Thorfinn.
I'd be honest, bro.
Mm.
Even that is indicative of the wrong mindset to me because it's like, dude,
No, he wants a
so
warrior's kill and all that. I'm just saying like
yeah,
like
and that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, like I say it in the sense that like
okay.
even in having more wisdom, the perspective is still warped because the answer for Thorfinn is not killing him. It's not even forgiving. I wouldn't even go so far as to forgive him, but it would just be like
Moving
you
on.
are committing atrocities that you hate. I know you do, and you recognize
Mm,
that you are being strung along. Like you acknowledged it. You said it, right?
right.
So
And
you know what you're doing isn't something you normally would choose to. You think you're not being manipulated because you're aware, but all you're doing is willingly playing into the game, right?
not only
And
that, but like think about all the shit you're doing to like all the other Thors out there, right? Like
all the other Thors,
yeah.
all of your sisters, all of your like all the mothers,
Mhm.
all of the you someone took care of you. Someone took you in knowing that you were a Viking, knowing that you
Mhm.
were a pillager, and like
Your
for as
response
much
was
remorse
burning
as
down
you
their
had,
house. Yeah.
yeah, for as much remorse as you had, for as much like you told them to leave, did you stop that happening? Did you
Mm,
warn every other? It's like,
yeah.
and to me, it's like you're all of these atrocities, all of these things, and it's just like,
You are Askeladd, bro. Like in many ways, you are more Askeladd's son right now than you are Thor's.
yeah, and that's just got to be like a very
Mm,
very painful thing to like to not recognize at the moment because I
yeah.
really don't think he does. I'm gonna be
Yeah. No,
honest.
he definitely doesn't.
Um,
I think he thinks in the short term, right? Very small, because he's like, Askeladd, you think you're manipulating me, but watch your days. And Askeladd, I
yeah.
don't know if he is just like thinking bigger than Thorfinn, or if it's just some kind of other delusion. But he can definitely feel like, oh, this kid just like doesn't get it, you know? Like
Yeah. No, Askeladd to me, Askeladd feels like the type of character because there's something he says in volume one where he's like, "Oh, he'll never beat me, or like I don't have to worry about him killing me in my sleep because he wants to beat me honorably."
mm-hmm.
To me, the way it almost frames it like, and y'all can correct me if I'm well, don't actually. I don't want to be corrected if I'm wrong, but like it makes me think that like Askeladd either has a desire for vengeance currently or has had a desire for vengeance in the past
Mm-hmm.
that he is obtained or like resolved via being dishonorable, like via
Mm-hmm.
stabbing someone, like stabbing him in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think Askeladd, he's always had that schemer mentality. It's always like, dude,
Mm-hmm.
I get what I want honorably or dishonorably. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's how he faced Thor's, right? He
Yeah.
didn't face him with honor. It was like he had a little bit of respect, right? At the
Mm-hmm.
end, he allowed him to take like he's like, "Hey, bro, I'll let your people go back to their place because not because it's honorable, but because I personally want to do it.
Mm-hmm. Like,
I feel a sense of respect
yeah.
from what you were able to show me." But it's like, oh man, I don't know. It's like Askeladd gives me very, I don't know,
Oh,
the
actually,
way he talks. Yeah,
just some nerd.
mm,
I think nails it. Askeladd to me feels like Thorfinn who got his revenge. I really
yeah,
fuck with that, bro. Like,
mm,
I, I think I like Askeladd insofar as like he almost feels like he understands Thorfinn to some degree, but it has already made his peace with who he is or who he ended up being, and he's sort
mm,
of not trying to dissuade Thorfinn from being like him, but he is trying to show him, hey, bro, I'm on some Mahito shit, on some Yuji shit. Like I'm you. Like this is it, bro. Like this is like soak it all in. The
yeah.
like he doesn't. I think Thorfinn doesn't even realize Askeladd is doing this to him because he's like, when he says, "Oh yeah, go get that guy's head." That's not a casual request, right? Thorfinn doesn't think
Yeah.
about the request or like the nature of it. He just does it because he wants his rematch against Askeladd. But for Askeladd, it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sacrificing that. Like, I'm putting this kid's life at risk for my personal gain. He doesn't want gold or any of my treasure. He just wants to like fight me, and I could easily like." He doesn't. It's such a precarious place to be in if you're Thorfinn that once you step outside of like the scope of revenge or whatever, only then can you see, oh yeah, no, this is getting away from this guy is the solution.
Getting away from him is the solution, and everything, all of the atrocities you've been committing until then are just like horrific. And I'm curious because like obviously the I have no enemies thing is like I think that's kind of like a little bit of a spoiler for us in the sense that we know that's kind of the conclusion. I wonder if Thorfinn's going to be racked with guilt or not, though.
Yeah, I do wonder about that myself. Because like, bro, if we're talking atonement, that's a couple lifetimes ahead of you.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So that's man, Vinland Saga
Yeah.
is so
So,
fucking good so
in,
far.
in case you were curious,
Yeah.
I fuck with Vinland Saga. I kind of like I get it. You know what I mean? Like I don't even. We're not at the. I think what people that love Vinland Saga say is the peak, but I will say I'm at a point where
Bro,
I can
yeah.
confidently say I understand why people love it so
Bro,
much.
I'm
You know
just
what I
gonna
mean?
say, bro, if this is the peak for a lot of other series that I've read, right? Like they never get this far. So the fact that this is like still, a valley or whatever is
Mhm.
insane. Like this is so fucking good already. And if it only gets better from here, just color me locked in, man.
Yeah. It's very interesting. It genuinely is interesting to me because it's like it is a different kind of enjoyment of the manga than maybe what I'm particularly familiar with. It feels a little bit more thought provoking than like hype. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not really hype when reading Vinland Saga, but I do feel like this is
It's challenge.
good.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's challenging me, but it's challenging Thorfinn, and I guess
It's
like
something
yeah.
Thorfinn, and to be completely honest with you, right? If we're really being honest, it challenges a lot of ideas that manga present so casually, right?
Oh,
Like
like killing and
violence is
yeah,
violent, bro.
yeah.
Like when you kill somebody,
That's a life.
that's
Yeah,
that's it. Like
I remember.
that's all that it is. You know what I mean?
I'll. This is gonna sound like a silly example, but I think of it often. My
Hmm.
friend told me about this post he saw where a guy was like trying to fix his gutters or something on his roof, and
Hmm.
like a fucking bird flew into his head, and he fell over the ladder and died because he broke his
Hmm.
neck. And he was like, think about how funny of a fucking cause of death that is, right? And then think about the fact that it's a death, right? This guy was somebody's son, father, husband. Like he lived an entire full life for years and years and years and years, only for it to end with a bird like knocking him over and breaking his neck.
I
Like,
mean, only for it to end, and you
yeah,
already have like
it,
it. To me, what makes it so interesting is like did the end really matter to him? Did it matter
mm-hmm,
to his family? Did it matter?
yeah,
Was the way it happened? Did that make it? Could he have gone in a more dignified way?
mm-hmm, yeah. So
To
like,
him, it didn't matter,
yeah. So Villain Saga
and that's
challenging
interesting.
that, or I guess it's crazy, right? It is simultaneously saying there's a weight to a life and taking it. And I think the fuck, I forgot her name, the girl with the ring and like her village is like a good
Yeah,
example of that because you got to see, yeah, no, they were all doing shit before the Vikings got there, right? They had their own
yeah,
beliefs, families, relationship, like they were all doing their own thing, and just one day a bunch of Vikings came over and like that was it, like
yeah.
story over, and it's just grotesque.
Yeah.
um, so yeah,
And it's like,
yeah,
to me, I get how you say challenging because it's like, dude, we're about to proceed to talk about how cool it is that like Yuta fucking cut off Kenjaku's head and
yeah.
stabbed him in the head and blah blah blah
Or
blah.
thank,
Like, and that's not gonna stop me from doing it
yeah,
because
no,
once again, there's a distinguishment between like fictional characters and
yeah.
not. But like, I think even the way we have conversations about like the morality of characters is so interesting. Like Sukuna in Vinland Saga would be such a more uniquely evil person, like
Yeah,
than he already is, if that makes sense.
yeah,
Like a mass murderer.
yeah,
Like all
because
those people in Shibuya were people. They're not like
NPCs. Yeah, like
They're not, and yeah, you
yeah,
know what I mean. They're things. They're human beings that had like histories and they had potential futures, and it's like, whoa, that's wait, hey man, Thorfinn, cool, small knife,
yeah.
go crazy. Why am I? What's going on here? Why do I feel this way? What's happening?
Yeah, it's definitely very difficult to soak in because I think you and I have had this conversation before about like the like tonal intentions of manga, right? Where if you're reading a story, God, this gonna sound. So if you're reading a story like Blue Lock, right, and somebody and
Uh-huh.
one of the players just fucking dies or some shit, it would be like
Hmm.
as jarring as like I don't know Sukuna challenging Yuta to a soccer match. It's just the tone or themes of the story just don't line up in that way. So you have different
Yeah,
expectations going in. And from Vinland
yeah.
Saga, it's funny because like
Death is expected, but
yeah,
it's still
the
very weighty.
yeah, but
And
in
it's
it,
not weighty because we care about these people. It's weighty because they're people.
yeah, like and the thing is with JJK, it's like it's a different so far, right? With Sukuna's
Hmm.
perspective being the reigning one, right? Don't want to overcomplicate it just for the sake of this, right? It is very like
Hmm.
there is no meaning in this. You live, you die type shit. So you know, be as selfish as you want. It's like it serves for like the themes of JJK. It's like it helps with Sukuna's character or whatever, and so far that it reinforces that Sukuna has been like has some merit to his argument, right? Then like Sukuna outside of JJK's like themes helping him is just a weird guy that kills a lot of people. Like you just stop him, bro. Like he is
Yeah.
like he's not right for this. He's not like enlightened. He's just a monster. So
Yeah.
I do find that like cool, I guess.
Yeah. Um, but yeah. So Vinland Saga, very good so
Yep.
far. 2 volumes in. You couldn't tell. There's probably some of the most like I feel like some of the most like actual um there's a word I'm looking for. It like our conversations on book clubs, even if they've been about as long as this, are typically more emotionally based of like, oh my god, this was so cool, or oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, this was so boring, one way or the other, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But this is kind of like this is a little bit more. It's a bit different in the sense that it's like, okay, I have something outside of just like my immediate emotional reaction, cool thing happening with this
Mm-hmm.
manga. So I have to say, I am very impressed with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Same here. Yeah, so peep fucking
yeah,
future Vinland Saga things. Also, shout out my friend Brendan for loaning me his physical copies. Appreciate you, bro.
mm, yeah,
um yeah. Uh I think solid 9 out of 10 volume.
yeah. I mean, I fuck it. That was great, man.
Mm.
That was really, really good. That was really, really good. Let's catch up on these super chats real quick,
Mm.
and then we can jump into
Hey, bro.
JJK.
You gonna collect the rest of the series? I know you only have the first 2 volumes. I'm curious if you've just like if your decision has been made or if you're still on the fence.
I don't have anywhere to put them, bro. But I probably need to get the volumes. I'm gonna be honest.
Let's go. Let's go. I heard the Ultimate Editions were coming out this week, so I'm excited. Or at least the
Yeah,
first volume.
yeah. I already got the regular ones, bro. I'm gonna just regular it out.
Fair. Fair.
But hey, bro, I'm all right. If I didn't have any, trust me, I'd be going. I'd have the ultimate. But hey, bro,
Mhm. I mean,
hey, bro,
they're gonna take a while to come out, so it's not even
yeah,
like
yeah. Let's see. Super chats. Google
yeah.
me. Thank you for the 5. I was live in Discord with a 13-year-old mod on his second day when an OP scan Discord got deleted and he was getting arrested. Leak shit is serious.
What?
The 13-year-old mod got arrested
On his second day,
dude.
wait, no. Why would the?
That's not possible.
That's not possible.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why I had the reaction, bro. That's not
Yeah.
possible.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna.
There's no way.
I'm gonna. Okay, assuming the story is fake, right? Just humor me
Mhm.
for 1 second. Why would they go to him instead of the guys like doing a majority of the leaking, right? Like you'd want.
That's crazy
Yeah,
as hell, bro.
yeah, because like
that is so
bro,
crazy.
like that's an actual Rico case. Like what the fuck are we
Yeah.
talking about here?
Yeah, that is insane. That is very insane.
Points for creativity though.
Yeah.
Hansel Gatto, thank you for the 10.
I got this one.
Oh, okay.
I got GG on having the most in parentheses only hype match in Curse Clash. No reason to ever play the game now. Trying to draw that one insane health comeback versus Sestro with the ultimate, but unfortunately still ass. Hey, bro. First of all, being ass is not a crime. Being an ass. And second of all, that comeback was hype as shit. Highlight of the game. I'm probably never opening that shit again. I'm gonna be real.
Fair.
Um,
Bro, I saw like No-Op couldn't even find any matches for a while.
bro, he had worse luck than me. I was able to find some, but Jesus Christ, was it kind of tough.
Bro, I
Um,
was watching you stream it for a bit. I saw you open Mahito's the main, and I was like, oh, the game it's still going. Like you didn't just like win. I was like, oh, like what's the like what happens?
you just get like stat buffs and shit.
Oh, it would have been cool if you
Yeah.
just transformed them to like Junpei or something.
Yeah, that'll make the game a little less gamey, but I do agree it'd be funny. Let's see. Matthias Alves, thank you for the 5. Chainsaw Man also does the weight of death thing pretty well with the Gun Devil page, where it's just the names of the people that dies. I don't know how I feel about like Chainsaw Man being like particularly good at the weight with the weight of death, because I also feel like Denji very like
He's flippant a lot. I'd also actually this is gonna sound crazy. I don't think Chainsaw Man does Weight of Death particularly well outside of like core named characters. Like Aki's death, yeah, right. That's a good Weight of Death type thing.
but I don't think I would consider that the same thing as like Vinland Saga,
Yeah,
because like I said,
it's not.
the reason it has weight is not because Aki's a person. It's because Aki's a person that we
know,
particularly care about, right?
Like the closest, maybe like you could argue the stuff with the Gun Devil and like Makima. I don't know. It's not to the same caliber, I think.
In my opinion. And that's not a knock on Chainsaw Man. I just don't think it's necessarily attempting to make the same overarching point.
Mm.
Personally, that's kind of where I'm at. But
Yeah.
you know, appreciate you for the super chat. I think King Naija.
Yeah. If
hold
you,
on.
King Naja, thank you for the 5. If y'all are this locked into Vinland, I can't wait for y'all to hop onto Vagabond. I don't know about Vagabond.
Dude.
I heard it's not complete, and
It's not, bro. But listen, man. I'm about to just start saying like I'm unrivaled under the sun type shit. Like I'm about to just start spouting poetry. It is what it is, bro. I don't know, man.
You're not gonna be able to behave, bro. It's a samurai manga. Like it's over for you going in.
Yeah.
You know.
And if it's similar to Vinland Saga in quality, then I think I might be cooked. But it is what it is.
G Nordelian Noreladin, thank you for the 5. Hello, thank you for the 5. First stream I caught in a little while. Sleeping schedule have been doing me worse than the literal first major boss of Elden Ring. Y'all did y'all? That's a little much. That's a little mean, but you know, appreciate you. Hope your sleep schedule gets better.
Yeah, same. Likewise, bro. And thank you for the 5.
Right.
Is that the last one?
Yep. Sorcery fight time.
Sorcery fight time. Yay. Okay, so the chapter starts off real controversial, chat. Be real. Starts off with a little bit of a slap in the face.
Wait, was it a flashback?
I mean, yeah, it's a flashback to Yuta killing Kenjaku.
Yeah. Okay.
And I guess that's kind of, I'm gonna be real. That's the first topic of discussion. How people feel? How the streets feeling about? We'll run the hypothetical, right? Because you know it's an ongoing manga. You never know. If Kenjaku's gone, how the streets feeling? I need to know. Kreams, how you feeling, bro?
So okay, I'm gonna speak for myself in the streets. Same thing, right? I'm the voice of the streets. So I think we feel like it's not a bad exit as far as like, okay.
I entirely.
Hold on. Let me try to organize this in a way that makes sense, right? Because that's not faithful to how I feel. It's more like the amount of skin I have in the Kenjaku game does not elicit a strong reaction out of me, as far as like being disappointed or being pleased, if that makes sense, right? So for me, it's like if it is like this, fine, I guess. If not, I'm willing to keep an open mind. There we go.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think this is literal dog shit, but I just don't care.
Interesting.
It's like I feel about this. No, that's a straight. Is there a manga literally nobody cares about that I can use? That's
hey bro, come on, you gotta channel your inner Twitter no-op, bro. You gotta lock in, bro. Stand your ground.
No, bro, I do not want to channel my fucking non-existent inner Twitter no-op, bro. Like that's not no, bro. I'm not gonna antagonize people for no reason, but I'll just say this, right? I'll say this. I'll frame it like this, bro. I'll frame it like this. I am very agnostic in terms of my feelings. Like, if you were to ask me, how do you feel about this Kenjaku death? I don't feel anything. It was he's dead, quote unquote, right? Um,
Maybe a
if
part of
you
me
were
just
to
doesn't believe it, bro. Maybe that's part of why my reaction is so middling.
it, my how should I put this? I just don't care. Like, I'll put it like this, right? If this were Sukuna, if this were Mahito, if this were Jogo, if this were Toji, if this were Geto, I would feel some type of way. Not feels just some type of way. I think this is literal garbage pulled deep from the trash can, right? Personally. But I don't care. Like, Kenjaku just not a character I don't know. I don't have. I just don't care if he got a trash ending personally. Like, and that's probably how people feel about a lot of things. But I think I said this on Twitter too. So I'm gonna get this off my chest. I'll leave it vague though, because calling people out individually over like JJK disagreements is a little cringe, right? But there was like, y'all know me. Y'all know how I feel about JJK deaths. You know how I feel about JJK pacing a lot of the times, right? But there's this person, I'm mutuals with them, like no hard feelings for the most part, but they kind of have a stance on JJK that is like, people say, endings are anticlimactic, et cetera, blah blah blah. This death sucked, that death sucked, but y'all just not reading for real, y'all just not locked in, right? They'll say it about characters like Kashimo, for example. Oh, bro, that's always how his character was destined to end, bro. You just weren't reading for real, blah blah blah. He didn't have any potential. This ending makes sense for him. Whatever. And spoiler alert, before anybody thinks it's not no-op, because I don't think no-op doesn't like Kenjaku's death, at least from what I've seen. But they were like, the way Kenjaku went out was literally one of the worst villain conclusions I've ever seen in my life. And I'm gonna be real. I'm going to admit to my more negative side, right? That put a fucking smile on my face, man. Because like, you don't know how annoying it is to basically be like, hey, bro, I actually think this conclusion was kind of dog shit. Like, I actually feel like they kind of like
read
kind of
illiterate.
You don't read. You don't read for it. Like, nah, bro. You just didn't know what he was going for. I'm just like, you know what? Fair. Let me take a step back. Let me take 2 steps back. Let me take 3 steps back. Right. And then to see them, and like, if you were just consistent in ideology, we would just disagree, but I'd be pissed. Like, I'd be pissed, but I can't be like mad at hypocrisy, right? All right, I couldn't, like, there would be no hypocrisy to get mad at, rather, so I should have said that. But it's like, oh, but Kenjaku dies like a dog, like a lame-ass, bum-ass loser, and all of a sudden, Gege doesn't know how to write. Ain't that something? And guess what, chat? Kenjaku was their favorite character. It's not so. Listen, listen, bro. Listen,
okay.
Listen, bro, and listen.
Okay.
It's not. I'll just say this. It's not so fun when it's a motherfucker you like that gets the short end of the Gege sig. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Everybody's tough. Everybody's all for like, okay, bro. But the point of the series is unsatisfying deaths. Everybody says that until it's your goat, bruh. Everybody's listen, man. Everybody's cool with Kashimo going out like a dork because not everybody was on the Kashimo train. But let you be a Kenjaku fan and he goes out like a dork. Oh, it's a problem now.
Yeah,
it's like, hey man, I'm not saying you can't, like, listen, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm leaving it vague because here's the thing: it's really not that deep. JJK shit don't get that serious, right? But I'm just saying, personally, you gonna make me feel stupid because a character I like got cooked, but a character you like gets cooked, and all of a sudden it's not, oh, I missed something. It's Gege's a fraud. Okay, hey man, hey man,
Gege's a fraud. You'll have to see the final evolution, bro. Like,
you see, Kashimo wasn't bad though. This is bad if he actually dead. That's what I'm saying. Look at that. You can't explain why. Like, I can give you any reason that you give for Kenjaku's death being like unsatisfying. Not even like, because that's the thing. Both Kashimo and Kenjaku's deaths make literal narrative sense, right? It makes sense that if Kenjaku is jumped by Takaba and Yuta, he gets cooked. It makes sense that if Kashimo runs up on Sukuna 1v1, he gets cooked. Nobody's saying, like, these things make objective sense, but the thing is that they're narratively dissatisfying to some people for similar reasons, right? But it's fun in games when it's my character. It's not fun in games when it's yours. Like, listen, man. Listen, man. I'm just saying. That's how I feel. I know it's petty. It's vindictive. It's whatever. Blah 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 blah. Right? I know that. You don't need to tell me. I already had that conversation with the internal council of broken Ronins, right? But it is what it is, bro. If I just feel that, I'm sorry. I apologize to the Kenjaku community, but I just gotta laugh, bro. I just gotta on some Kenjaku shit. I gotta laugh. I'm
Bro.
sorry.
Dude, here's so you just your opinion, just to reiterate, you just hate it. I think it's dog shit.
I think oh no. Let me rephrase. I do not hate it. Hating it would require me to care. I do think it's ass though.
Okay.
Like it sucks, but it's garbage that like listen, it's garbage, but it doesn't stink to me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's inconsequential garbage. It's garbage that's out on the street. It's not my trash, right? But it's someone's. You know what I mean? Someone gives a fuck about this. It just doesn't happen to be me. It just doesn't happen to be me.
God, dude. I'm gonna stick by what I said originally. I will add the caveat that maybe, right, you know, on some optimistic shit, right, just to balance the scales a little bit. Maybe this isn't the true end for Kenjaku, right? The embryo or whatever that he launched. Maybe that's some kind of rebirth or second life, with like Tengen. Who knows, right? Maybe this isn't the last we'll see of him, right? Mm-hmm. But if this is it for now, are you okay with putting it in the same bucket as like Nobara's death? And what was the other thing we said? He'd be a bad writer if he never resolved. It was like Nobara's death and like something else.
Listen, bro, I got listen. I don't feel like getting upset. I'm just playing Elden Ring and chilling right now, right? So I'm gonna just say I'll leave Nobara's death at the one of like completely unresolved. I have a couple more in my head tucked away in here, but
making me not coming back. I think that was
that one was I was gonna leave to myself.
Oh
bro.
no, because the thing is, I wasn't trying to antagonize you. I just didn't remember, and it was driving me crazy.
No, I'm not worried about you antagonizing me, but I know that I see the chats. Oh, bro, make it be gone, bro. Pack that wood up, bro. Like I'm just not interested, bro. But that is the other one. Like here's the thing: if you don't think, I just need some resolution, bro. I need some acknowledgement. But whatever, right? That's a different topic for a different day.
So
I see people. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So are you okay adding Kenjaku's demise as like the third thing in the bucket?
It could be recontextualized. I'm always of the belief, and I'll say this time and time again. Dude, I'm wrong all the time. I'm a fucking super genius, but that doesn't mean I'm infallible, right? I can be wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of things, right? But so like if Kenjaku comes back and you know he wows everybody, probably not gonna wow me personally. Kenjaku, what Kenjaku's selling is conceptually cool, but it doesn't. I'm not moved by it myself, right? But if the Kenjaku like lemonade comes back, it's on sale again, right? He comes back, he spins back somehow, some way. Hey man, that's cool with me, man. That's like I will then give an updated thought and say I was fucking wrong, Gege. You can cook better than I thought you could, right? But as of right now, it's one of those things where I think it's ass, but I'm not gonna lambast Gege for it, bro, because I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I don't care. Personally.
This is still like the first 3 pages, man.
Here's what I'll say too. I want to say this real quick because I actually do feel kind of a type of way about this. I think it was King Nija. You compared it. You said it was like, okay, I'll put it like this, right? If I were to get into my like pretentious pretending you didn't read the story if you're mad about this bag, I would just say this. People like me have, I won't say known because Kenjaku would still come back, have surmised for a very long time that Kenjaku wasn't going to be the main villain, right? In my opinion, he had only superficial things that could lead to that. Was he like the progenitor of everything, blah, blah, blah? Yeah, sure, right? But in my opinion, an antagonist over being the person who started something needs a personal relationship with the most relevant characters, right? And let's be so dead ass. Kenjaku has more of a relationship with Gojo and Yuta than he does Yuji. Yuji and Kenjaku have had one conversation.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, chat, I've said that this isn't revisionist history. I can pull up a video right now from half a year ago or I'm parroting the same thing and saying, no, it makes way more sense for Sukuna to be the final antagonist. Because I think, hey man, the person that has a direct relationship with the main character is probably more likely to be the final antagonist. I'm just gonna be honest. Kenjaku does not care about Yuji. Yuji does not care about Kenjaku. And like you could say, oh, but Sukuna doesn't care about Yuji either. One, that ain't true no more.
That is not true.
And two, even if it was true, there's animosity, there's hatred, there's vitriol,
Bro,
there's passion.
Sukuna hates Yuji so much. He let his mind drift on the field and started contemplating everything he'd ever believed because of how much he hates Yuji.
Exactly. I'll put it like this, bro. You put Kenjaku and Sukuna in a room, right? You say Yuji, you have 2 bullets. He's double tapping Sukuna, bro, and saying, who the fuck are you again, bro? You don't have prisoner on no more. What? Bro's most aggressive moment with Kenjaku was yelling at him to give Gojo back. Not, oh my god, you create none of this, bro. I like people are like, oh, but he's Kenjaku's his parent. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
he had so many opportunities to give a shit, bro.
It's a potential dynamic.
Yeah.
It's a potential dynamic. But I said this before. In my opinion, the Kenjaku Yuji antagonist protagonist shit, it don't hit for nothing.
Because you know what's crazy, bro? Like Kenjaku would have to outdo the amount of hatred Yuji has for Sukuna to like get him up the priority list for Yuji, right? Because like Choso's probably told Yuji like their origin or like where they come from in that month or just whenever, right? Mm-hmm. I know Yuji doesn't give a shit. He's like, oh, cool. Like does this stop me from killing Sukuna? Like it's just it's one of those. It's neat information, but it doesn't. What was that tweet that I saw? It was like Kenjaku's involvement with Yuji and vice versa ended after like they gave birth. Like that was it, bro. Like you could argue.
Yeah, honestly, for the most part.
Yeah.
Because it's like okay. Like once again, just think about any of the things Yuji is shitting. Like I personally would say, bro, if Mahito came back and Kenjaku was still alive, Yuji would hunt down Mahito first.
Yeah.
That's what I genuinely believe.
100%, bro. Like he'd cancel his
plans.
And
like, dude, Mahito is canonically a mid-story villain, right? He dies probably about what the halfway point of JJK is going to be, right? And I think, like, just chat. Think of, I don't know, man. Thank you for getting along with my son. That's cool. That's cool and all.
It was a one-off.
But for every Kenjaku interaction with Yuji, for every Kenjaku mention of Yuji you can name, I will name 3 Sukuna and Yuji dynamics or interactions, bro. Shit, I'll do you one better. For every Kenjaku and Yuji dynamic that you name, I can probably give you 3 Megami and Sukuna ones, bro. Megami ain't even the fucking main character. How does Megami have more interactions in an antagonistic fashion with Sukuna than Kenjaku, a quote-unquote potential main villain with Yuji? Like, we gotta think Choso hates him more, bro. Yuta hates him more. Gojo hates him more. Everybody but Yuji hates Kenjaku. But guess what? Gojo does not hate Kenjaku because, oh my god, you sorted all this. He hates him because you're piloting his dead best friend's body. Yuta doesn't hate Kenjaku because he started all this. He hates him because he sealed his sensei and is also like a representation of leaving Gojo alone to handle all the responsibility. Choso hates him because, hey, bro, you birthed all of us and then pit me against my brother. I'm gonna beat your ass for that. Yuji's kind of just like, hey, dude, you're a bad guy. I dislike you in the same way I dislike bad people. There's nothing unique about that dynamic to me. And like I said, it's not revisionist because I've been saying this for at least half a year. Like, before Kenjaku fought Takaba, before a lot of this shit, man. Like, I've been a very big proponent of Kenjaku and you. I'm not moved by it personally. And listen, man, I'm not even saying you can't dislike it because, like I said, despite all of the things I'm saying, I still don't think this is how you should treat a major antagonist, even if they're not the main one, right? Like, I'm gonna be real, bro. Jogo having a more emotionally resonant send-off than Kenjaku. Like, obviously he deserves it because he's a better character and he's like way stronger when he's in his Jogo form. But like considering the fact that Kenjaku is much more of a proponent, a bigger mover of the series, that's got to be a little crazy to somebody. It's got to. I don't know, man. I'm not even. I don't even know what I'm not hating. I'm not justifying because it's like I'm just explaining.
Hey man, you got something you got to get off your chest. I feel you. And
bro, it's just I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. My whole final conclusion is I'm gonna chalk it up to time will tell. That's kind of where I landed.
Time will tell, bro. Time will tell. Yeah. Maybe he comes back. I see people calling this the worst thing ever, and it's like,
it's in the bucket.
Listen,
it's in the bucket, right? I'll give you guys the bucket for like we'll see you when the last chapter of JJK drops, right? Then we'll make our final judgments.
I'll say this, man. If you one of them Yuki death truthers, smile, bro. Grit your teeth and smile on this chapter. I don't want to see any negativity from you, bro. I want to smoke with you, in fact. Nah, but that's kind of how I feel about it.
So I guess that being said, let's get back to this chapter.
Let's run through the super chats real quick. They're probably addressing a lot of stuff we said. Demon Okkutsu, thank you for the 5. Hope Kenny isn't dead. I just don't want you to turning them into the K in the JFK with that headshot. Though I had quite a bit invested in Kenny. I know a lot of people that invested in Kenny, bro. And listen, to the people that I actually fuck with and are nice, bro, I'm sorry. Like, trust me, I know what it's like for the stock market to crash on one of your goats.
Actually, let me make a sweeping proclamation request of you guys in chat. For any Kenny truthers out there, Akatsuha, you included, what is...
Throw up a poll, bro.
What's the... It's not a poll question.
I just want to know how many people were Kenny truthers, honestly.
Actually, yeah, that's a good thing. But the question is, like, what is the stocks, right? Like, what did you guys hold, right? Like, kind of, what were we waiting for type shit? Like the streets, right? Like, how were we feeling about the whole thing? Let me lock into the Kenny vision.
Yeah. While you said it, the poll, bro, I'll read through these. Junior Oldine, thank you for the 5. I can't believe he didn't at least scrap with Yuta. I will, like I said, I'll give you there are some really interesting fights, but guess what, bro? Smile, because instead of Yuta versus Kenjaku, we got Takuma versus Kenjaku, right, chat? Everybody happy about that one, right, guys? Excited. But listen, man. I don't want to be a killjoy. I will say this, bro. I will say this. You know what? I'm gonna give Takuma a little bit of credit. That him being a core reason that Kenjaku does not fight Yuta and goes out like an absolute dork is the funniest thing that he's ever done. It is so
fucking funny.
Garbage, but it's from his character's point of view, if I just like ignore everybody else in the series, hey Takuma, that's a good ass fucking joke, man.
Speaking of Takuma, bro, is he sleeping? Is he dead? Like, what's going on with
you just grabbing him and taking him with him, bro. You just grab the motherfucker by his collar and say, "Come on, bro." Yeah. He's not dead.
Yeah, because he's just
fine.
Because like if he's just fine, I'm just like kicking him, like, bro, get up. Like I'm not carrying you all the way there if you're fine. Yeah. Like, hey, bro, I was watching all that on some Megami shit. I'm glad I wasn't your opponent. I'm glad it wasn't me, bro. Because bro. I know for a fact Sukuna isn't like on the comedy wave, right? And now that Takuma's awakened, you know, shit, bro. Like if you could regen, just have Rika take a little nibble while Takuma's asleep, right? You know, you got jokes, bro. You can crack one.
Yeah. Let's see though. Jaden 3011, I think, is next. Yeah. Thank you for the 5. Calling Kenjaku's death the worst villain death in manga ever is genuinely crazy. When people are still pissed to this day over Madara's, there's worse. I don't take people's opinions, specifically negative ones on Naruto's, very seriously without like. And once again, this is gonna sound pretentious, but it is what it is, bro. From when I see a motherfucker say Naruto is about hard work beating talent, I instantly know. I'm sorry. You either watched it as a kid, which is fair. A lot of people did, right? You can't read, or you just can't comprehend, right? So that's kind of where I categorize, like, listen, bro, I'll put myself out there. Madara's death and his conclusion absolutely shits on Kenjaku's, bro. Like, I'm gonna be if this is Kenjaku's end, you know, asterisk. But like, you know, maybe it can be recontextualized. I don't fucking know, right? I'm not even against it. I don't even feel, like I said, I'm sort of just like very coldly, very like plainly just this is what I think, matter of factly. There's not very many emotions tied up in it. But let's see.
Trinity doesn't know. Thank you for the 10. Me watching everyone's reaction to everyone's resolution, having decided to go full comedy throughout YouTube and Twitter. I alone am the humored one. Yeah, people got jokes. It's funny. You know,
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Lobotomy Kaizen, if at the end of the day, if nothing else, is just hilarious.
Yeah. Lobby Warsaw, thank you for the 10. I've been seething since Yuki got cooked. Even if it makes sense, people hate wasted potential. JJK is all about that shit. Your love of JJK is based on how much dissatisfaction you can take.
I,
How angry can you get and keep going, bro?
yeah.
That shit again. Yeah,
Yeah.
W metatextual analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden 3011, thank you for the 5. At this point, I'm locked in. I'm locked into JJK for Choso, Nobar's revival, how Giga will end this shit, and watching this fandom's reaction to the chapters. Y'all know what I'm locked in for. I don't even have to reiterate it, but yeah. Hey man,
Yep.
Godspeed, bro. Godspeed.
Good luck, bro. I want that for you. I'm gonna do little interjecting here. So we got 91 votes on this poll. So like
Mm,
63% of you are not Kenny truthers. All right, there is no Kenny agenda with over half of you. So I just want to
mm,
say to the 37% of you who are, why? Explain yourselves in the
mm.
nicest way possible. Explain
Yeah,
yourselves. I'm gonna end the poll.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Someone asked me, Xenolith, is JJK keeping that 9.5 rating after it ends? I'll tell you this for free. It's not even at a 9.5 right now. Um, it's at a 9 for me. I mean, trust me, bro. I took that half point off. Probably like once again, we're talking about 9s right now, right? So like, I still love JJK, but like, listen, man. Gege could listen. Here's the thing. I'm also an emotional creature, right? I've said this out loud, and I want y'all to know I'm not switching up on this shit, right? I truly believe this. Megami could come back from the most dumb, stupid, garbage, ridiculous Deus Ex Machina writing, bro. Like, and I'm screaming that Gege's the goat from the rooftops, bro. Like I said, I'm an emotional creature. Me will comes out the cut, starts slicing and dicing. Listen, man, that 9.5 can turn into a 10 real quick. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm a fickle person because I'm a person, right? And while I don't foresee JJK like reaching the heights of my top 10, top 15, whatever, right? I'm also human. That could change.
Mm.
That can change. I also didn't see J. I also haven't seen myself feeling I like, you know, before I started having a little bit more like being a little bit more critical of certain things. I also didn't see myself disliking JJK in some of the ways that I do, right? So like I can change on a dime, right? I'll say it can go up, it can go down. It's already down from the 9.5. It can go down more. It can go up. Like you know what I mean? I'm human, bro. I'm human. I'm
Mm.
human. I'm human.
Uh,
And Lobby Warsaw, thank you for the 5. Despite what I said earlier, I don't really like Kenjaku's death, nor do I really care about Brody at all. That's
that's kind of the sentiment.
yeah,
It seems
that's
to be the
that's
popular
that's the
sentiment.
sentiment, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
D-Mankatsu, I think give it a 5. Just want to add that I'm under no delusions about Sukuna being the final villain, because Megami plus Yuji, also Ronin, how would you personally handle Kenny? Um,
Uh. I think I would have him. That's tough. It's tough because like with a lot of characters I like, I typically like. This sounds weird, but like I start writing them a little bit in my head already, right? Like I write sort of conclusions I think would make sense for someone like Kenjaku. I think there's
I'll be
two.
right
There,
back.
there's a couple. Yeah, you're good. I think there's a couple of options, right? If you want to go like, there's two ways you can kind of conclude a villain. You can kind of go the Mahito route, or you can go what I guess I would call more of like a Jogo or Ghetto route, right? Ghetto and Jogo, in my opinion, die a little bit more satisfied than others. Mahito dies like a dog, right? If you are trying to make Kenjaku die like a dog, in my opinion, there's two options. You can either have him like complete the merger and it be entirely dissatisfying. You could have him like you could have him complete it and it be something that is like so existentially boring that like all his 1,000 years of work and effort, and as he's confirmed, shit that he didn't even think was all that fun as a prelude to this, and have him fall into complete despair and then die like a dog at the hands of like Yuta, another person who he wasn't interested in, another person who he found boring, right? That's one way. You can also have him just die at the hands of Yuta. You could have him die like in a fight against Yuta, um, and like maybe give us the like I think giving us a reason as to why he is that way. Like, because curiosity, I don't think comes from nowhere. I don't think very many personality traits originate from nothing. So I think knowing why he's so curious and snuffing that out in a way maybe particular to Yuta would be interesting, right? Like, and this is just I'm just coming up with stuff like I'm not a professional writer, but like if you wanted to make love the concept that like Kenjaku just couldn't fathom, like the thing beyond all of like beyond cursed energy, beyond humanity, and like the reason he never fucked with Yuta is because that's all Yuta's about.
Mm-hmm.
You can kill him like that. That's the way if you want to make him die like a dog.
Mm-hmm.
If you want him to be like more satisfied, um, you could honestly and this would be like I might not even like this myself, right? But it might be congruent with trying to make him a little bit more happy. Just have him lose to talk about like outright.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
I
You could like that's real bold.
that's
I wouldn't necessarily want
actually,
that to happen,
bro. I'm
but
gonna
that is
like him being like, yeah,
that's an
bro.
option, bro.
Him abandoning the fucking calling games and just being satisfied with Takuba's technique or whatever. That would be a bold way to end his character.
It would be, and like I said, I'm saying this as someone who doesn't even know if I would like that, but I would.
It's more
I
definitive.
feel like
It's more
I feel like
definitive.
I'll almost have to respect the fucking balls
Yeah.
to do some shit like that. If you wanted to make him like, you can have him complete the merger, you know, be satisfied for like like for a page, like you know, really go all out, right? Like on some stand proud you're strong type shit, like but like Jogo's reaction, and then just have him get cooked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's, in my opinion, there's a couple of ways you can take it.
Yeah.
Once again, not a professional writer, but if you were to just on the spot coming up with some bullshit, those are the things that come to mind personally.
Yeah. I will say too, like just thinking about how I do it, I'd pretty much just co-sign everything you said, but with the added caveat that I'd have, like on some meathead shit, I would have Yuta be like, heard you were talking shit, right? There's some variation of, oh, you don't see what people see in me, bro. You're just ahead now. You know, you're not seeing shit anymore. I don't know. Just off the dome, just real meathead shit like that. I want to see.
Bro did not pick up on Vinland Saga. Bro wants revenge. That's crazy. No, I'm joking.
But yeah, I think it's just like a really interesting like little thing.
Yeah.
I will say the one part that I did genuinely hate about the death, I guess, you know, Geto's body never got that proper burial Gojo wanted. I agree with a lot of people that like Yuta just leaving it sort of as is kind of crazy.
Do you think he did? I mean, it's kind of just like it just blacks out, but I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, his priority is like obviously dealing with all the cursed spirits that like escaped. Which, by the way, bro, peak fucking like Toji is so smart, man. Like, wow. Tell me how he got vindicated like 20 years later about that.
I don't want to fight those motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot of curses.
Yeah.
I'd have to.
He just because he didn't know. He just gambled and he was right. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
So I you know, shout out that part of it. You know, that callback. Yeah. I kind of hope he gave or they come back for the body, especially because they have to learn, bro. Like they either got to burn, like they either got to cremate the sorcerers' bodies, or they got to like bury them under like lock and key.
Deep, bro, deep in the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want Revenge of the Body Snatchers happening on like the strongest sorcerer alive. You know, like nah, bro. Yeah, just play it safe. Incinerate Gojo, like Gojo's body if he's dead. Like you know. Let me not toss that olive branch out there. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Yuta, go in and eat, bro.
Yeah.
Eat something.
Yep.
But let's see. Yeah. You know, I also said something that I said during the Takuba fight. Even as someone that wasn't the biggest fan of Takuba, acting like if you think Gege's pacing sucks and you're mad that we're getting like flashbacks for characters that he plans on using, we gotta lock in, chat. Like I get it. Listen, it's a different discussion. We were saying, oh, he did it poorly. Explain why. Let's hash it out. But being mad that he gives backstories to people when a lot of the discourse, especially if you're a person that's like, oh, I hate the fast pacing. Like, listen, bro, y'all can roll back the tape. Even as someone who wasn't a fan of Taco, like I came into this hating, bro. I came into Taco versus Kenjaku fighting. I was like, I gotta respect. Listen, bro, I'm upset that he doesn't do this with every character. Not literally every, but I'm upset that he doesn't do this with more characters. But hey, bro, I gotta respect actually fleshing them out a little bit.
Also, JP 2011, thank you for the 5. Yeah, bro, you and me locked in. I thought of that before I read this, so this is fucking serendipitous timing. Also, we got confirmed that Toji was right not to kill Geto that day because it would have in fact unleashed all his curses. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just some nerd. Thank you for the 20. To me, Kenny's death made sense. He died as he lived in someone else's shadow as well. Why would Yuta waste time and energy most likely dying, or at least expending most of his energy when Sugan is still alive? So that's what I was saying earlier. From a purely logistical standpoint, that makes sense, right? Like all of the things you're saying make sense. Yuta should sneak him. Takaba should be a distraction, etc., etc., etc.
Like he doesn't deserve the
Um,
dignity of like a proper like epic death type shit.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's not even. I'm not even like that is even going more into a narrative interpretation. I'm more talking about like strictly from an in-series perspective.
Mm,
Yeah, Yuta, why would you fight him straight up, right? But what I'm saying is stories are not just purely logical things happening back to back to back to back, right? Stories are made up of characters that have emotions that are sometimes illogical or unreasonable in nature. In fact, Yuta even admits the reason he prioritized killing Genjaku is because he wanted to do it himself, right? He was fallible in the sense that like he specifically had a vendetta against Kenjaku. He specifically wanted to kill him, right? That wasn't a choice made out of logic. It was a choice made out of like disgust or hatred or whatever emotion you want to attribute it to, right? Um, but like it wasn't a logical decision, right? Kenjaku's death, quote unquote, makes sense, right? But in my opinion, there are a million different ways for Kenjaku's death to make sense, right? Um, but there aren't as many ways to have it make sense and be narratively satisfying and be narratively consistent, right? In which I think Gege at best nailed 2 out of 3 of those things, and at worst was only going 1 for 3. That's kind of how I feel.
mm.
Um, but yeah.
Let's see. M3D, thank you for the
Uh,
two. Given my take on Kenny under this super chat, I'm gonna have to scroll up. Let's see. Let's see.
Kenny's issue precisely is that his character dynamics weren't built up or paid off before he died.
Mm.
Every character could have had an extremely personal reason to hate him. Yeah, they
Yeah,
could have. I mean,
but they
yeah.
didn't. So,
No, no.
like,
I think someone asked us. Oh, hold on. No, wait, that's a. Okay, hold on. I'll read these super chats first before it because I think this is a regular chat that kind of caught my eye. Humble
okay.
Beast, thank you for the 5. Villains ain't safe from bad endings either. Makes me curious what Gege is gonna do to Sukuna.
Mm,
Something makes me think he can't really do that to Sukuna. And the only
yeah,
reason I say that, I'll knock wood,
yeah,
because to me the problem is that like Gege is so eager to move on to the next thing, whereas Sukuna is the last thing, right?
yeah.
Sukuna is kind of it. In my opinion, the only way that would happen is if he's just rushing to pen the final chapter. But like Kenjaku's death, you're clearly rushing to make Yuta fight Sukuna. Sure, fine, whatever, right? But like with Sukuna, what would you even be rushing towards? That's kind of what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, Sukuna's. I don't think he can either because I don't see Sukuna making it easy for them to get into that position, right? I think if you want to make it so that like Yuta with like one arm down, a bunch of slashes on his body, just barely manages to decapitate him, for instance, then that's still like a good, like it's it can't be like this because everybody is basically going to be drained fighting this guy.
Yeah. Paper Note asked a question that I thought was interesting. I'm sure you might have a different perspective, but he asked, if we don't see the merger, will y'all be mad? And I will say my piece first. Absolutely not. I could give two shits about the merger. He just asked if we don't see the merger, will we be upset?
No. There is like a doomsday scenario I have in the back of my head where I'm like, man, what if the merger is the final thing instead of Sukuna?
That is honestly the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
Yeah. So I'm kind of reading it side eyed. I'm looking out for that.
Yeah, like I like seeing the merger, sure, fine. Like it's a built up plot point, right? I'm not gonna say like it makes sense to see it, but like if we never see it, I promise you, bro, I just don't care. Because that's Kenjaku's legacy, right? And I don't give a fuck about Kenjaku. So why the fuck would I give a fuck about his legacy, right? It's one of those things where not seeing it or having it addressed in any capacity, probably weird as shit. But like it's once again, it depends on your perspective, right? If you're one of those people that's like, hold on, I said that with a little bit of sauce. All right, let me pull that back because it sounded like real aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
If you're someone that thinks that like, okay, all these like quote unquote unsatisfying deaths are okay, and in fact, not just okay, they're actually great because sorcerers never die without regrets. Okay, Gege's being meta as shit. Sure, fine, whatever, right? You can't be mad if nothing comes of Kenjaku's death. You just can't be, right? Because like that would just follow the logic. Personally, that's kind of where I'm at with it. If you never see the merger, I'm chilling. No skin off my back. right? If we do see the merger and it's the final villain, skin off my back, bro. A lot of skin off my back, bro. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be heated. Um, just because, unless the face of it is Makoto, in which case Gege is the best writer ever. I apologize for all of my slander. Glorious King. But it's only because I'm just not a fan of like final antagonist being big blob that's mindless and has no connection to the characters. You know what I mean? It's like, what's interesting about that? What, like, man, bro, the dialogue's really riveting. Yuji's like, I'll defeat you, and it's like, brr, 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 brr. It's like, all right, bro, what we doing here? What's happening?
I do love that Yuta did go for the head, though. I did appreciate that. That felt like a
Yeah.
like
Personally, it wasn't enough. Like, I'm gonna be dead ass. I feel like you should have blown that to smithereens. Just a quick stab. I feel like you were a little bit, you were a little bit lackadaisical, but you stabbed his head after decapitating. I'll give you your props. I'll give you your props.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm just paranoid though.
Yeah, me too. Cause like, hey, bro, like maybe add some blasting energy to, like let's.
That's kind of what I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro. Like, okay, blow it up though. Like maybe atomize it potentially. You wouldn't even have to use that much curse energy for it, bro. He's like defenseless. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
Let's see. Was that ASKRs or?
Yeah, he's next.
Okay. ASKR, thank you for the 10. Writing a proper villain that has a satisfying end has me struggling then with the side characters. Giving reasons for their loss that follows the core of the character and pleases the audience is hard. I don't disagree that it's hard. I just think Gege sees that Kenjaku is not, like the main villain, right? So I think for him it's like I can just do whatever I want with this guy in a way that like he couldn't with, say, Sukuna, right? Because like I don't think he can do this with Sukuna because it just doesn't make sense narratively. It doesn't make sense for Sukuna's position. So it is inherently a more uphill battle, right? I think like if you want to say it in a more fun way, right? You can really level the fraud allegations at Gege if he does something like this with Sukuna, right? Like I feel then you got like a solid case.
Sure, fair. The Sukuna, that would be funny as shit.
Yeah.
Fraudkina will be taken to a whole nother level, man.
The Anime Junior, thank you for becoming a member. Jaden 2011, thank you for the 5. This chapter makes me wonder now though, Higuruma Yuji with Yuta versus post Kashimo Hein era Sukuna, would it go different? Okay, I'm gonna break this down. Higuruma and Yuji with Yuta versus post Kashimo Hein era Sukuna. Is that not,
yeah.
Is this not the fight? Am I tripping? Am I reading
Dude,
this?
where's Higuruma at?
Oh, with Yuta. Okay. Got
And I'll say this, Yuta seems to think differently, although I think he's just lamenting that he wasn't there. I don't put too much credence in him saying that. I don't know if he'd actually be able to make the plan work himself. Maybe, but like only if Higuruma could toss that shit. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like Yuta might have gotten some of the pressure off of Higuruma while he was like learning reverse curse technique on the fly, right? I feel like you got a solid argument there. But aside from that, man, Higuruma kind of did his thing at the trial, right? Like he can't be the one to call for a retrial, right?
No, he can't.
Yeah,
but I mean that's not even the issue. Like I think. Go ahead.
Well, without evidence, right? Because I thought the whole point of how he was able to do it with Yuji was like we're having a retrial based on new evidence, in air quotes, not that he can just sort of do it on his own.
No, he can't. He can't just force a retrial.
Yeah.
Like okay. Again, he can't steal more from Sukuna. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, cool.
But what Yuta's basically getting at is that like if I were there, Higuruma wouldn't be dead, right? The plan would have worked because I was there. In which case, like he's not necessarily entirely unfounded, because I will say this as someone who has thought Yuta is like actually decently strong relative to Sukuna. I feel very vindicated by what we see this chapter, man.
Yeah,
very, very vindicated.
Random Anime Jimger, thank you for the 5. Random question: who was cursed by their father figure more, Yuji or Peter Parker? That's tough.
Obviously, in my opinion, Peter.
Yeah, like
obviously.
I'm gonna say this, right? I think like band for band, right? Peter just has more bands to spare, right? Yuji's probably got some quality, like better quality money, so to speak. It's crisper, but I think Peter just has way more. He's been doing this shit for decades, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Let's see.
Boon Yaha, thank you for the 10. Hey guys, it's been a while since I caught a live stream, but I'm so happy you were reading Vinland Saga. Keep up the awesome job, guys, and I hope you guys are keep enjoying P. Can't wait for 4. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Thank you for the 10, thank you for the 10, and we are definitely enjoying Vinland.
Yeah, it's definitely fucking great. God, dude, let's get okay. I just realized we never actually got past like the flashback with Kenjaku.
Okay, that was a pretty
Yeah,
the pretty big thing to discuss, bro.
yeah. But putting that all aside, right, on some meathead shit, bro, we finally get to see Yuta's domain. Finally, bro. I've been waiting for this. I have been fucking fiending for this, right? Ever since the 3-way domain clash that Gege teased, I think I and everybody else has just been waiting, and I think some people got some theories confirmed about how Yuta's domain works. But it is cool as hell, and I know, bro, I know you were fucking gassed, without even having to ask, but like the sword graveyard with like a technique imbued, yeah,
Very
bro.
Cool, very cool, very cool. I will say one thing though. I'm gonna get this grievance off my chest because I was saying this earlier. As gassed as I am to see the domain, bro, I'm worried because y'all listen. To me, it's like basic battle shonen logic, right? If you had to bring out your trump card as your opening move, it means you're pressed, right? And it basically means your opening move really has to decide shit. In my opinion, that's kind of how I feel. Like I said, I don't think you're just gonna get cooked. I know a lot of people said like, "Oh my god, he's about to get filleted in a couple of chapters, whatever." I'm not sure I necessarily believe that, but I will say the fact that Yuta's like, "I will finish this in my domain." If it doesn't finish in your domain,
what happens, right? Like,
yeah, it's basically like that's your contingency plan, right? But your contingency plan hinges on everything going perfect in here, bro. I'm just a little worried, man. He hasn't used full Rika yet. That's cool, but I don't know, man. I'm worried.
Yep.
I'm worried.
I will say though, back on, the hype train.
Yeah.
Man, it's just so fucking cool. Like the thin icebreaker, bro. Like that was I think that was the first time Sukunas took proper damage since Gojo. So it is nice to see. You can argue like with Higuruma, but like he kind of did that to himself, so it's a little dicey. But since then he's just been.
I can also piece him up.
Not in the hidden era form.
I guess, but since Sukuna or since Gojo.
Pieced up is a little much, by the way.
That's just what happened, bro. He gave him a 1-2 combo. Let's be real. You can hate Kashimo all you want. I'm not gonna let you pretend panels that happened didn't happen.
Anyway, Kashimo glazing aside, right? This is it, bro. Yuta fucking Okkutsu has finally landed the first definitive hit on the King of Curses in his fully reincarnated form, and that shit is cool. Like, are you saying Yuta's a fraud? Like, are you not happy for Yuta Okkutsu?
Nobody's saying that, man. You're just making up bullshit. Yeah, Yuta's doing his thing though. Like I said, if anybody's been the Yuta doubter here, it's been you, right? Like we got the skins for that.
Shut up.
I'm just saying, bro. Yuta's getting blitzed in one shot like Ishigori, bro. I remember that. I got the clip, in fact. I remember you, bro. I remember. Trust me. If anybody gonna remember you to hate, is this guy. But yes, Yuta is cooking. And it seems that he's like very relative might be crazy, but he's not getting like outmaneuvered like shit. Like, he throws a sword, punches Sukuna in the chest. Rika can take a casual punch from him and shit.
Bro, I'm just exhilarated because the whole, he has twice as much cursed energy as Yuta. I'm just like, hey, bro, Yuta at 120% of his usual stats is that's closing the barrier a little bit, right? It's not a lot, but damn, bro.
It's clearly not the peak of his either, so.
Yeah. I do find it interesting, though. I don't know if you thought this. It is strange to me that Sukuna did Hollow Wicker Basket and not a counter domain, because it kind of implies that when fully reincarnating into his Heian era form, it didn't like heal his brain, which I find like fascinating.
Yuta says that like it seems that his brain is currently healing, like that he will be able to do a domain soon, but even before opening his own, he surmises that he can't do it.
Yeah, but I wonder why it was like why it was like an exception, if that makes sense. Um,
Um, Probably more complex part of the body. Like it's like saying like why is poison an exception reverse curse technique?
I guess
Probably just I mean, yeah,
complexity or whatever. Okay,
yeah.
that's fair. But like the implication I got was that it was the barrier part of the brain that was blown up. Um,
Mhm.
so it's cool that you get to see that at least that part's healed. So Sukuna also showing his fucking old ass hollow wicker basket thing. He didn't do a simple domain. He didn't do like a fucking falling blossom motion. He was like, oh, reliable,
Yeah.
showing his age.
I mean, I don't even know if he. I mean, he might have falling blossom emotion.
But he doesn't know what Yuta's thing does. I mean, you could sort of
Yeah,
guess from all the swords that they play a role, but
yeah.
yeah, this shit is so
But it's
fucking
probably
cool.
just more simple to just negate the sure hit than like gamble on like actually
Mm.
attacking it back with cursed energy. Um,
Yeah,
will Sukin ever use open? I'm sure he will.
he's gotta, because like if Kusakabe is like this worried about it, you got to imagine that like they're waiting, with bated
Chekhov's
breath.
gun and all that.
Yeah. Um, Thin Icebreaker doing the damage to Sukuna, who initially blocked the blade in Yuta's domain. Not an underrated feat. Is A, crazy for like Uro's technique on its own, and B, crazy that it gives that much of a boost. Because like Sukuna kind of tanked it for a sec in Yuta's domain, right? Still fucking crazy, and then it just blew him away.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just like, damn, bro. Like I didn't know it was built like this.
Yeah. What's the difference between simple domain and hollow wicker basket? There's functionally very little. Hollow
Yeah,
wicker basket is just older.
yeah, just
And it's new shadow style. Like it's like it's in the name that it is a newer
mm,
improved form. I think simple domain also has offensive capabilities built into it,
yeah.
in which you can argue that hollow wicker basket does not.
Yeah, you could also argue that like the stance they take for simple domain, um, even with people like Toto and Gojo who don't have swords, is still a sword drawing stance, right? Like I think
Hmm.
it's meant to be done with a sword, but it can be done without it, right? But like I think
Yeah,
Miwa is like the best example of like a fully realized simple domain. Like that's the
yeah,
utility.
yeah. Attacking and defense for sure.
Mm. Um,
Maki gonna strike the second that domain goes down. That's kind of what I believe too. I know Maki fans, y'all hurting. I'm talking directly to you. But like y'all will be okay. Y'all will be all right. Maki gonna be, Yuta was sneaky. Maki's gonna show that she's the sneakiest type shit. Because I feel like if Maki comes out and then like confronts Sukuna like 1v1 or like in his purview, I'm like, Maki, why the fuck weren't you here before?
mm.
I think it's just gonna be a callback to Gojo and Toji personally. Sukuna's gonna be like, he's gonna be gassing up Yuta. He's gonna be blah blah blah. He's like, oh my god, bro, delectable meal, very fun. Now it's time to kill you or whatever. And Maki's gonna come in and be like, just stab him through the chest and be like, yo, what up? And then get to
Okay.
fighting.
So this was the only part of the chapter that confused me. In Sukuna's little text box where he's like recalling shit,
Mhm.
he mentions Angel's curse technique. I don't know if this is a weary translation thing or I missed
No,
something.
TCB says the same thing. Basically, what he's saying is that like, he has to use Hollow Wicker Basket to stop Yuta sure hit technique, right?
Mm-hmm.
What he's saying Yuta sure hit technique is most likely is Angels. That like Yuta
Mm.
intentionally picked Angel's technique to be the sure hit.
Mm.
All the other techniques aren't sure hit; they're in the blades. But Sukuna has to keep his Hollow Wicker Basket up unless he wants to just be bombarded with it.
Mm. Gotcha. Okay, that's a pretty cool theory. I guess. Um, that implies that Yuta has a sure hit in addition to the swords just active that he summons going in, which already makes this even more busted. But I want to know three things. One, can anybody else just pick up these swords? Like, can Sukuna just like?
Right.
I'm just curious if they're just like stuck there, or if they're just sort of like Ooh, let me pick
It'll be
this up.
very interesting, bro. If Yuji starts fucking sword wielding, that'd
Yep.
be very cool.
Two, yeah, that actually leads me to two. Yuji's in there. Like Yuji's
Yep.
in the domain, so that's fucking cool. And Sukuna,
Yeah.
like, I don't know what you think of the last panel, but I was like, it could either apply to Yuta or Yuji. It's most likely
He's
Yuji.
definitely talking to Yuji, in my
Yeah.
opinion, because I think he's being tongue in cheek. You know how Yuji's always talking about his role and
Yeah.
shit. To me, Sukuna's like, it's like, oh great, you have a role now, type shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like he's mocking him.
Right. Okay.
And I think it's very Sukuna like to do such a thing.
100%. Yeah. So he's being a little glib. I'm glad bro, like JJK main character jumping. Like this is it, bro. Like if you count all of Yuji's jumping partners, right? Nanami,
Mm.
Toto, they've all been going up in escalation until we get to this point right here. Yuji and Yuta, man, I'm excited. I'm fucking excited to see what they cook as a duo.
Yep. Main characters both new and old.
I like that Rika
Yep,
gets her own little panel. I am very psyched for this fight. I think I'm excited for this one. I'm more excited for this one than I have since like Gojo versus Sukuna. I'm locked in, bro. I'm fucking locked in.
There a lot of competition or something? Huh.
Damn, you're such a hater, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying. This is the fight I'm most excited for since Gojo versus Sukuna. It's like, all right, bro. I guess fair enough. This is my favorite meal since the last one I had. Type shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Sigh.
But yeah.
Just because your last meal was cut short doesn't mean you gotta yuck my yum.
Hey, bro. I guess that's where we can relate. Goat's getting cut short. Anyway. Cut down to size.
Dex, thank you for the 5. Yuta's the main expansion gives me Bleach and Soul Eater vibes. It does, bro. It really fucking does. This is such a Bleach-coded ass domain.
I feel like it's a very obvious Fate reference, though. Like, even as a person who's never seen Fate, like...
Really? It reminds me of Sanbo and Zakura's, like, after Byakuya gets out of Squad Zero's barracks. You know the one I'm talking about?
I mean... Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It may be that as well, but like I'll show you. It's literally unlimited blade work. Once again, not Fate Watcher. Like this ain't even Fate Dick Grind, bro. Let's see. It's just there's just some random fucking kid with orange hair that I think does that shit. I say random kid with orange hair. My bad, Fate fans. That's my fault, bro. It's my fault. But look at this. Look at this. Like, bro. Okay. That's just.
This guy looks like Ichigo a little bit, but this actually also reminds me of Ichigo with his Zanpakuto, where he was trying to awaken it.
Also that too, probably.
Bankai.
But yeah, I mean, it's literally just battlefield full of swords, huh? And you're a swordsman. Wow, who would have thought?
There's a lot.
But it's probably a pretty common trope. Yeah.
It looks cool as hell, though. It looks cool as hell. Let's see. Jane 2011, thank you for the 10. Domain question, though. Do we believe in the domain's effect being access to all curse techniques copied, but all swords are one-hit use, or all swords are one curse technique, one hit each, and Yuta knows which one's which? It might be the latter.
I think he can probably just change it. I'm going to be real. I think he, like, not change, in the sense that, like, it doesn't matter. He could pick up any sword he wants, and whatever technique he needs comes out. That's kind of how I see it. Just from a...
I like to see it as like each sword is one technique because it makes the amount of swords that much cooler. IMO.
Yeah.
It's just fucking cool. Like it's this field full of swords, and you're just like, damn, Yuta, what the fuck? Like Rika is not starving.
Someone counted, and they said there's at least 180.
That's crazy, bro. Yo, oh my god, have you been seeing the fucking Yuta? What did Yuta do to the fucking sorcerers in Africa memes?
Nope.
Because like
that's definitely your For You page acting out,
bro. How what did Yuta do to get over 100 like curse techniques? Like what was he fighting to get his rank of special grade back?
I don't know, bro. I mean, he's also been just chilling, getting ready to fight Sukuna for a month. I feel like, the Culling game's still active. Bro can go eat up, go get some snacks, and it's not like he'd have to worry about anybody either. He knows that Sukuna wouldn't be active. Kenjaku was scared of Gojo at the time. He could literally just go out and like have his pick of the litter. Literally, new and old sorcerers just existing in the Culling games. Hey, bro, give me your technique real quick. Need that. I don't know, man. I feel like Yuta's been in the proper environment for some nice, for some nice food for a while.
Let's see.
Yuta, a colonizer, is crazy.
Diamond, thank you for the 5. Hey guys, thanks for keeping me sane during my job. Love y'all. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Hope the rest of your shift goes well. Traded 2011, thank you for the 5. Yuji wielding a sword, giving him Slaughter Demon flashbacks. Bro, Slaughter Demon era Yuji, he was so optimistic. He had a whole future ahead of him.
He was optimistic for like one mission, bro. Got his hand cut off the second time he used the thing.
All right. Hater mode. Mozani, thank you for the 5. Pray to God Yuji doesn't fight on par with Yuta, or the agenda I will be spreading will put me in a jail cell. What agenda have you been pushing, bro? Like, this is the most pro. I don't know if it's pro Yuta or anti Yuji. Like, Mozani, good luck, bro.
Bro's a Sukuna ult. Yeah.
Emerald, thank you for the 20. You boys need to hop on JJK Curse Clash and start jumping each other on stream.
No, bro. That game's ass.
Like, bro, you can watch BR try to play this game for 2 hours in his last stream. It's not $60, man. It's I said it in your chat. I'm gonna say it again, man. Yeah, some people
for like 3 hours on stream. It's not as fun as you think it would be.
Yeah, you guys know that phrase that's like, oh, this could have been an email. This literally could have been a mobile game. I'm gonna be so honest with you. If it was free on my phone, I'd play. Right? I think that might be a fun little thing. But as it stands, for $60,
Yeah.
Lobby Warsaw, thank you for the 2. Thoughts on Yuji soul removal technique? I mean, Sukuna just guesses that he has one, which is weirdly a lot of faith to place in Yuji, because Yuji has given no indication that he's doing that. So, I don't know, kind of a self-report on Sukuna's part.
Not really. Sukuna got punched by him multiple times. He probably knows what the effect is. Like, he literally, before he says that, thinks back to all of the punches that Yuji's dealt. I would imagine it's not based off nothing.
I mean, it's how do I say this? He's like hitting the fucking he's hitting the soul, right? As far as Sukuna is concerned, but separating it seems like an entirely new technique.
I mean, sure, but I would imagine that if Sukuna is coming into contact with him multiple times, the basis for saying that Yuji can do that is being hit. I doubt he's just saying, oh, he hit my soul, something he's been doing the entire series. That must mean he can do, like, I imagine it's based on something. I don't imagine Sukuna giving Yuji free props. I'm gonna be real.
Okay. Mateus Alves, thank you for the 5. Yuji hasn't said a word to Sukuna yet. Bro is locked in. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But also, I think, like, Sukuna, all this stuff Sukuna's been saying about Yuji, has been internal. Like, it's been in his internal monologue. So I just don't think Yuji has a lot to respond to outside of just, like, personal insults.
Yeah. Yeah, not much to work on, or not much to work with, rather. Yeah.
Jane 2011, they give the 5. Also a bit further in, but that editor's note, raw as fuck. The older Newman characters go for the attack. They know how to cook when they want. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Actually, speaking of JJK's editors, you remember that interview or something they did at the Shueisha headquarters, and the guy...
reaction?
Yeah.
Not worth it, by the way.
Not worth it, yeah. Because like I was waiting for this chapter thinking, like...
It had to be Kenjaku. It had to be Kenjaku.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I was like...
The thing is, like, dude, really? We already knew he was kind of, like, cooked.
Yeah, it just feels like... Hey, bro, what?
That was
unreliable reaction. Yeah,
that was false advertising because that shit really was like, dude, what? To me, unless maybe it was Yuta's domain, but it's like, why would you have such a negative reaction to that? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm crazy though. Maybe I'm crazy.
Shadowstar, thank you for the 5. Let's do this King of Curses. Do you have techniques in stock? Yuta probably. Bro, if Yuta talked to Sukuna this heavy, it'd be so cool. I will say, one of the most interesting things about Yuta's dynamic in this fight with Sukuna so far is that he's not really... it's not even like fear or like... He's not thinking about Sukuna, right? He's thinking about like all his regrets or all of like the shit that he's like mad about on his end. So for Sukuna, it's just like, he's just fighting the guy, right? But he doesn't have so much emotional or personal skin in the game like Yuji or even Gojo does, right? Because they were kind of going back and forth. But like for Yuta, it's like, nah, bro, after like I gotta deal with you like because I gotta, right? It's not...
I don't know, man. I feel like, I think it's different skin in the game, but I feel like Yuta and Gojo are pretty comparable. Like neither of them gave a shit about the person Sukuna.
No, but like for Gojo, he wanted to reach Sukuna, right? Like that was the whole thing in his afterlife thing. Sure. He wanted to.
And Yuta needs to beat him to save his friends. Like, I feel like, are those not comparable levels of connection? Like, it doesn't. Like Yuji is personal. Gojo's not. Listen, Sukuna. It could be any person, right? If they were as strong as Sukuna, it doesn't matter, right? Yuji personally has disdain for Sukuna and vice versa. For Yuta, if anybody was as strong as Sukuna and challenge and like endangering his friends, he would feel the same way. That's kind of what I mean. Like, I think both dynamics are relatively impersonal. There's something that Sukuna happens to provide that requires a sort of reaction. That's how I see it.
I guess.
Personally.
I still err on the side of disagreement in that, like, for Yuta, Sukuna is something to be overcome in like a very literal sense, or let me rephrase, in the least personal sense, right? He doesn't have anything to prove to Sukuna. He doesn't really want revenge for Sukuna. He's a mess that Yuta has to clean up, or like that he's now the most qualified person to clean up. So that's kind of how I see their dynamic so far.
Gotcha.
Kind of a damn bro, my predecessor left me a mess type shit.
Gotcha.
Hmm. King Naja, thank you for the 5. Not gonna lie, Yuta being able to choose his short hit is so incredibly busted. Has to be a top 3 domain in the series. I think so. I think this is a top 3 domain so far, just in concept alone. I think if it was like, this is gonna sound dumb. I think if you, because it's not refined to the same level as Gojo and Sukuna's, that is the only thing holding it back. But I think if Yuta, sharpens his blade, so to speak, this is definitely a contender. Also, I will say, like, a small caveat too, it requires a lot of homework to make it usable. Like, there is definitely
I'm curious.
lot of
So what are your top 3 domains then?
Infinite Void, Malevolent Shrine, and what's it called?
Yuta's domain? Mutual love or whatever.
I'd have to see it more. Right now it's at like number 4, number 5. I'm trying to. It's fucking Higuruma's domain. Damn.
Oh, you put Higuruma's domain over?
Yeah, because it like disrupting, taking a technique and disrupting cursed energy flow deals with so many people, and all of them, they're not going to be as like busted as Yuji physically. So it's just like and especially if they fail the retrial, instant death. Like they're not all Sukuna. Right, so for me, it's like
Mahito just gets to that point with way less rigmarole. I'm gonna be real.
No, Mahito's like he fights with his technique like very aggressively, like for offense and defense. So I think taking it away and then having his energy disrupted while he's not able to like reform his body puts him in a bind.
Well, we're not even talking about matchups. We're talking about quality of the domain, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
And I'm saying if we're talking about Mahito's domain, Higuruma has to put you on trial to get a sure kill. Like you will die. Mahito just like and it's over. Like it's over for 99% of the verse, right? Like,
okay,
I would argue that
so
soul damage is more lethal than like not having cursed energy control be at your max.
Actually, you're fucking right. Yeah. So I do Mahito's, then Higuruma's, then Yuta's tentatively. I think Yuta's has the potential to go up a few.
Yeah, I'm giving Yuta over Higuruma just off like. I feel like most characters are probably getting their shit blown off by like one sky manipulation attack. But maybe I'm just digging, and I don't know, but I don't know.
God, dude.
Hey, but where'd you put Hikari's, just out of curiosity?
Like 6 or 7. It doesn't attack anybody,
Yeah, but it gives him jackpot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like it's fun. It suits him and his like fighting style. But I think it's not a like if you give somebody Infinite Void or Idle Jesus Christ, what's Mahito's domain called? What the fuck? Why can't I remember? Hey, bro, can you toss me a fucking hint here? What's going on?
Bro, I don't like if you can remember, bro. What makes you think I can remember?
Mahito's domain name?
Bro, you can't get uppity about me not remembering something.
He's your favorite character.
No, he's not, you dumbass.
He's your 3rd favorite character.
No, he's not, you dumbass.
You
don't
fucking
get it wrong
fraud, bro. Like you said he's
my
like
2nd favorite character. Dumbass.
Oh my god!
Are you gonna get? You can't get uppity and be wrong 3 times in a row, bro.
You're such
like
a
you just can't.
You're so fucking pedantic. You're so fucking pedantic.
You just can't.
God.
And it's self-embodiment of perfection, bro. God damn, Jesus.
Bro, I mean, thanks for keeping me in suspense about it, bro. This is definitely easier than just saying, "Oh, it's self-embodiment of perfection." You know what? Let's just fucking move on.
Dude, why are you mad? You're dumb as shit. Like, I'm confused. I forgot his name. I'm mad at you. What? That doesn't even make sense.
I'm mad because like you could have just like answered me earlier. Like you didn't have to give me the whole like song and dance.
My apologies. I'll cut you off from now on, bro. I'll act like you for real, brother. I got you. Listen. Let's cut each other off. Let's do it. I'm down. You're down. I'm down, brother. Let's do it.
Jaden 2011, thank you for the 10. Also, not gonna lie, I'm happy as hell he wasn't, especially for that domain. But I was kind of hoping Sukuna did one chapter him specifically, so I could hear BR pissed off the stream, dead from laughter. Damn, bro, you choosing the memes over the story is crazy.
Wait, what did he want?
He wanted Sukuna to one chapter Yuji, to one chapter Yuta, just so he could see.
I mean,
pissed off.
I just wouldn't. Like, I'm telling you, I'm so dead ass. If Yuta died this chapter, I wouldn't like the podcast over. I'm not showing up, bro. Well, not even podcast over. We're not talking about JJK no more. I'll tell you that. We pivoting, brother. I'm pivoting.
Sakamoto Day's podcast better be crazy.
I'm pulling. Listen, Kreams, you can talk about the podcast, bro. Do what you want, or not talk about the podcast. Talk about JJK. But you know how you like, you just like you're silent because like you're not as familiar with like Sakamoto or Kagurabachi.
Mm-hmm.
That's me during JJK discussions, bro. It would not even be worth getting mad about. Hey, bro, Gege got it. I don't need to be on JJK no more. That my fault, bro. My fault, bro. I thought you were something else. My bad. I misunderstood.
Jaden 2011. Oh no, I just read that. Ooh, God, thank God for the heart feature on these super chats. It's helping me keep track of where we're at. Dex, thank you for the 5. Can't wait for Crunchyroll to mess up the translation on Yuta's Domain 5 and 8 years and call it mutual marriage.
Mutual marriage is harder than anything that we've seen, though. Can I be honest?
That's, bro, like the translations for this chapter are so corny sometimes. Like, it's nothing offensive. It's not Weary's like worst thing he's ever done or ever translated, but it's like on brand.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like this was a fine chapter. I feel like people got a John Worry hate boner, which is not undeserved, but it's like I don't think anybody can point out a translation he made that's like inaccurate or like particularly like what's the word I'm looking for? Like particularly bad or like clunky in its dialogue. I feel like this is just like this is just how the TCB chapter was translated with like a the instead of a or like or an and or you know what I mean, like minor differences. I don't know. John Worry, bro be fucking up translations. This one was like literally fine in my opinion.
Well,
all encompassing unequivocal love goes kind of hard.
Yeah.
If you're Yuta.
I mean, yeah, I thought that shit was hard. Cool Blue 92. Oh, nice, it rhymes. Thank you for the 10. Stop by to say I enjoy these streams and I listen to them when I'm at work. It helps time go by, so I'm not here to stay, but I will turn to watch the whole thing. Also, keep up the great work. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, hope your workday goes well. C Miller, thank you for the 5. Sukuna got clowned for stealing 10 shadows, but that's Yuta's whole flow. That's funny.
Hey, man.
That's just funny. It's not inaccurate, but it's funny.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think that's it. Yeah. I think we're caught up. Okay, cool.
Remia's crazy, bro. I don't know if you know. We not a leaker friendly podcast, bro.
Free me as a bit much. Yeah.
Well, like, you know, me don't need to go to jail, but free, like actively,
like with the signs outside, nah.
Like maybe a whisper, free Mia. You know what I mean? Like a little whisper type shit, but like,
I mean,
screaming it's crazy, bro. All caps. I can maybe do lowercase, like on my private account though. You know what I mean?
Not even free Mia, but like maybe free him from jail and maybe like give him a fine, right? Like some consequences.
Yeah. If Yuta died this chapter, but you're going back to NRX, nah, bro. You're just about to see like a JJK hate YouTuber, bro. And my bank account about to thank me, bro.
Bro's gonna be the first anti JJK YouTuber.
W. I would be I'd be even more motivated to be more diverse in my content. I'll tell you what.
Damn. I can't wait for you to become a fucking Percy Jackson YouTuber. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, bro. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think. Do you want to just close out here?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Real quick note to anybody who's running into this issue. I saw a lot of people commenting about it last week. If you were a member before and your membership randomly got canceled or something's happening, we closed the old tier. So you can just sign up again in one of the 2 new tiers. We have a $2 tier for people who just want to vote on the polls and use the emotes and all that. And the Honored One After Dark tier for those of you who want to join in and see the VODs for Honored Ones After Dark on Thursdays. Right now, we're doing the Elden Ring streams. So just,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I mean, those have been fun. BR's literally playing right now.
Correct. I've been playing most of the stream.
Yeah. So, you know, if you want to watch us do that, get cooked, you know, get on each other's asses, like it just, you know, that's the place to do it. Time and place to do it. It's Thursdays. Honored Ones After Dark. Let's.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Got anything else?
Nope. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the chapters, and for all the members, I'm excited to see you guys. You know, this Elden Ring stream gonna be real. This Elden Ring stream gonna be real.
We will see you guys Thursday. Let's fucking go.